When you hear about opioid overdoses, you probably don't realize half of the nation's overdoses happen in the exact same spot. It's happening right at home. Georgians are accidentally dying in their own homes because people don't understand the dangers of taking an oxy or perk for sleep, stress, or with a glass of alcohol. Learn how to protect your family from opioid overdose at opioidresponse.info. This message is brought to you by Georgia DBHDD.
I mean, I always want to have a backup, but I've been basically observing Sham playing fighting games for the last X amount of time.
Y'all in the same building?
Shit, did I send you the list of the topics, Black Libertarian?
Nah, you ain't send it to me.
You want me to
God damn
to
it.
him?
Oh, yeah, if you can forward it to him.
I'll say it.
I'm obsessed with my
Yeah.
mom, so I just been cutting those grass.
I mean, I feel you on that, bro. I feel you on that. Like,
Son, I do all the time. Y'all need to talk like I do all the time. Do all the time. Like I'm a girl.
I don't have any trees in the front. It's like,
who is scraping the bottom of their car?
but I don't have any fucking trees, so the grass in certain spots is burning. So I got to put more nitrogen there than other places. It's a process.
The purest upgrade, my brother.
Yo, it was the other guy.
Oh, I'm the other two. I'm Cosmos.
No, not
He's-
you. I'm talking about the other guy. The big guy, the little guy.
What are you talking about? I feel like you're talking about someone.
Armstead.
Are you talking about what you're seeing?
Armstead.
Yeah. Are you talking about your thing? Like, what's
No,
you're
that's
looking for
that's the little
Armstead?
thing.
Do
Armstead.
you realize Armstead was gone a whole podcast and you
Look,
didn't even notice?
I did notice. I
Well,
told you what he
damn.
was doing. He was fighting a goat.
He wasn't fighting the goat. The nigga was never mind. I ain't gonna throw him out like that. Not in front of guests. This was just
Look at
us.
you. Look at you being that.
I
But
ain't
what was
gonna
the
do it like
fighting
that.
game, though? What was the fighting game y'all was watching?
I was watching Sham play Tekken Tag Tournament Tag Team.
They still make Tekken games?
Is there a new one?
He finally hooked up his Xbox to his new TV, so he's
Oh,
been
which one you
playing.
gave him? Which one Xbox he got?
I didn't give him anything. He hooked up his 360. We going back in
Oh,
time,
okay.
not forward.
Okay. We
Oh,
went back.
back in the day. So put in the Def Jam fight from New York. Show him the classics.
He don't have the Def Jam fight from New York.
Being you don't have the Def Jam
These
fight from New
ants
York.
coming from work, bro. This is ridiculous. This is fucking absurd, bro.
What is so absurd, Black Libertarian? Okay, well, I guess we'll never know.
He
I
said
didn't hear
something
what you
about
said.
ant.
Oh no, I got a bunch of ant beds at the edge of my yard, and so I'm trying to edge it properly, but they're like dug in there. You know what I mean, like a whore. So really gotta do something to get them out.
Why they gotta be like a whore?
Yeah, why you gotta disparage ladies of the night? All right, they do wonderful things for men and women.
2020 also includes fellas.
Hold on, sorry. Is this America? Can I use speech how I want to, or am I some motherfucking land where I can't say what I want? Just let me
I mean,
know
you
where my
can
freedom stops.
say whatever you want. It's just you got to be willing to allow people to drag you for saying whatever you want. That's the
That's the
American.
law. That's
That's
freedom of
the part
speech.
people forget about.
America.
I mean, it's still America if you get
You know, when
dragged for
people
saying
say
what
like
you wanted
that,
to
I
say.
feel like people want a country that never existed. I don't think that country ever existed. You can say whatever you want.
I mean, that's
Well, you
true.
know,
That
white
country never
picket
existed.
fence, the nuclear family, the man with a good job, the wife, and the dog running through the field. No, the
Is it?
banks made that shit up. Just sell loans.
Yeah, it was from TV, Hollywood.
It's all fake. It's all fucking fake.
Leave It to Beaver was real.
What is blackery?
It's happening.
You don't know what blackery is?
Blackery is like black fuckery.
Keeping
But I'll
your
let
head
them.
above water, something
Okay, man. Like, is that not a
good
word
times,
that already exists?
good
Thinking like
times.
that's
Nigga,
right
you ain't
now.
never had them.
This is too fucking niggerish. Too fucking niggerish. Welcome,
Hey
ladies and
man,
Yes,
gentlemen.
I'm
for
just
me, I'm
shining
about
the
to
light
get
of
the right.
heaven, y'all. Shine on the light in heaven, Lord.
Cut, cut
Shine
all,
on me.
cut all of this shit because niggas did not ask for this. But what they did ask for was another episode of the Everyday Black Men Podcast, a podcast for authentic black male thoughts. I'm Riker. I'm joined by R. Reed, not Armstead, Sham, the Black Libertarian, and we have our special guest today, Carrie and Cosmos from the two CCs of Black Fuckery Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at EVYD Black Men, Instagram Everyday Black Men, Everyday Black Men Facebook page, our Patreon's EBMP, got all kinds of cool shit up there, exclusive, first looks, all that kind of good stuff. But what I want the people to know is a little bit more about your podcast, Carrie and Cosmos, so I'll let you get an opportunity to tell us a little bit more about that.
And tell us why you hate wings. Go ahead.
It's that nigga CJ that hate wings. I love wings.
Okay.
Goddamn small.
But originally we wanted to name it Two CCs of Fuckery, but that's really not marketable. So we had to go with Blackery. So it's a combination of, pretty much niggatry. We just talk about everyday topics from a modern day black perspective.
I like
Feels
that.
racist.
Would
Feels
you consider
racist.
yourself a modern day person?
Would you consider yourself a nigger?
Was that
Oh yeah.
hard?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
probably the best way I've ever heard that question being
Yeah.
answered.
All forms of niggatry are accepted.
I like
You-
that.
the-
Like
No,
what
no.
kind
Are you a nigger? Not nigger tree in general, but are you a nigger?
Oh, no.
Black person with nigga tendencies?
I mean, aren't we all?
Yep.
I've eaten watermelon before. I don't
That's not
consider
nigga
that one of the
tendencies.
things. That's why you don't tell people in Florida
That's
that.
that's stereotypical nigga shit.
Well, we talk about what the public views versus the truth.
Right.
I'm just saying watermelon good.
Shit's mostly water.
I mean, that
Fucking
is also
hate
a truth.
watermelon.
Why
Hate
do you
watermelon.
always
Who the
hate
fuck hates
watermelon?
watermelon?
It makes me throw up. I don't know why. It's like I hate it. It makes me want
Florida
to throw up.
niggas?
Do you drink
Florida
water?
nigga.
Florida
Watermelon is
niggas?
fuck.
Yeah, I just don't like watermelon,
Oh
nigga. Like
God.
it's okay. Don't be
Florida
racist. Like
niggas?
I can be black and not like watermelon. Like
No.
goddamn.
No.
No, I hate
Like
watermelon
Jesus Christ.
flavored shit, but I love pure watermelon. Like you get it from the
No, I
actual
don't.
fruit and shit. I love just
Yeah, I don't
that shit
like
be
that shit.
banger.
It makes me throw the fuck up. I don't like it.
So you can drink regular water, just not in melon form, is what I'm hearing. Like your
So you
body
prefer
rejects the racism.
apricots?
Do I? Yeah, I don't eat.
The
Apricot.
sugar. Maybe you don't like. Maybe your body can't process that watermelon sugar. I don't know.
It's not an
That
African
sounded
fruit.
racist.
I mean, it
I
really has
mean,
nothing to do with the motherland.
What?
I mean,
Asian got.
I mean, I don't like watermelon. Strawberries, yeah, but not water.
Okay.
Strawberries. Okay. You like
I
How you
mean,
feel
blueberries
it,
too?
about how you feel about cherry flavored cough syrup?
You know what? Cough syrup don't bother me in regular flavor.
What's the regular flavor cough syrup?
Normally
Isn't it?
cherry.
Isn't cherry
Cherry.
regular
No,
flavor?
listen.
I like pure cough syrup.
I feel
What?
like America's
Like
getting a
just
What?
very
pure
bad
trash.
representation of black people.
I think we should lobby for watermelon flavor to be the normal flavor of cough syrup.
Oh shit.
I feel like you're trying to pick on this man's one thing that he doesn't like.
Oh no, let's go to Jordan's. What else he don't like? This black basketball.
You don't have to throw him out in front of the people. Like you could just let
No,
things organically trickle out.
He don't like
why do I have
27
to?
different pairs of shoes. 27 different pairs of shoes.
I'm not a shoe guy, bro. I don't give a shit about fucking shoes. You step on them shits. Why the fuck would I give a fuck? I'm not
Don't
really
you
into
want your
Uncomfortable.
feet
clothes
to
and
be
shit.
comfortable?
Hey,
I agree. I really don't give a fuck about shoes
Bro,
either.
I wear size 13, 14. Nothing's fucking
No.
comfortable, my
hey,
nigga. Like,
Uh,
hey, my nigga wear a bigger shoe size than you, so I don't want to hit it.
No one wants
I'm
to
just
pay all
saying,
that
so
money for shoes. For
yeah, it's
shoes?
not shoes, bro. They're just shoes.
Nah,
Like,
they're
it's not
not
that
just
serious.
shoes.
It's a
Nah,
status symbol.
you can really
It's
say
a
that about
status symbol.
anything. They're not
Right.
People,
I'm
status
just saying.
symbols either.
yeah, they are. It's
To
like,
It's,
yo,
just
I
certain
live in the
people.
hood. We poor, but I got these shoes. Yeah, we both eating the same shitty food. Yeah, we both going through the same shit. Yeah, we still got to
Riker,
deal with like police and all that other
No.
kind of shit.
Riker's
But my
recently
shoes
been
look nice.
introduced to the shoe market, and he'll tell you it has little to do with poor people. There's a lot of people with money who got nice shoes,
I
I mean,
just,
yeah, people
bro,
got whole walls of that shit.
and they're
That's why
not
I
it's a,
had to
poor.
that's why
pick
it's
the
a status
shoe.
symbol.
I like a brown boot from like the 30s. So like those brown shoes they used to have with the scratches on them. I like them
With a
shits.
nice brown belt and nice
30s.
horn rim
Go ahead,
Uh,
get
glasses.
the potato sack. Go ahead, man, get the potato
I
sack
just just
shoes.
With
just answer one question for me. Do you wear braided belts?
Nah, I don't, but I'm just
All
saying,
right, so
like,
you
I'm a
good. You
brown
good. That was
person.
on.
I
That was the
like
only trigger.
brown shit.
He likes a thick brown belt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Thick
fine.
brown
brown
As
belt.
long as it wasn't a braided belt, everything's good.
light skin shit. You like light skin shit. I like brown shit because I'm a brown person, bro. You know what I'm saying? Respect to that.
Whoa, how you gonna say this is light skin shit? I didn't know
Wait,
light
there's a
skin
It's
light
people
light
skin?
wore
skin
clothes.
shit. He on this light skin shit trying to say I'm not black enough, but you ain't even black. You
Hey,
light skin.
bro, I know that you're transracial, bro, and everybody else knows that on this podcast.
Racial. Nigga.
Oh,
You are
wait,
not
wait, what's going on here? What's going on? What happened?
My nigga's
Trans,
transracial.
I'm not
Yeah,
transracial. I
Black
do more
Cherry
nigga shit
is
than y'all do.
apparently.
I've been to jail 15 times. Y'all ain't even stepped a foot in the motherfucker. I sold
I mean,
dope.
that's not a badge of honor.
I'm not saying it's a badge of honor. I'm just saying they saying I'm not black because way I
Nobody
dress.
said that on
That's
this
black
No one
podcast.
shit.
said that you're not black. What we
You said
said i-
transracial, but I'm not.
is,
I've done more black shit than all y'all. I
well,
fucking
first and
fought.
foremost, hey, Black
is going to
Libertarian, Black
jail black
Libertarian,
shit? Is
The
going
calm down.
nigga shit.
Technically,
that's new?
no.
I didn't
No,
It's
know.
so
out.
I don't know. Inform me, please.
go ahead.
He is.
Let him talk. Let him talk. Let him talk.
I've done shit than all y'all, bro. Like,
Uh-huh.
stop it.
Listen,
Me and
I've
my
never
baby mama
known,
grown, nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
man.
Yeah.
That doesn't prove blackness. That just proves like we in like a system of like fuckery where people just get in trouble for doing basic living shit. Being black is being like survive all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? The whole world's already against you.
I'm not
Bro, I don't know
transracial.
what none of this.
I appreciate that, Cosmos, and I agree with you. And Reed, it's you that's causing all this goddamn noise. I'm gonna have to
What
edit
you
out
hear?
later. Fuck you. I can hear you everything you doing, nigga. I
Oh,
hear.
I'm drinking water and I'm drinking a nice because I had too much of this double barrel Johnny Walker. I'm sorry, and I'm a little tipsy, so I'm about to stop moving
It's
soon.
3 o'clock.
It's
All
12
right.
I
o'clock.
mean, it's
Swanky,
Yeah.
5 o'clock in many places. It's 8 something in Nigeria.
I don't care about what
it's like
time
a
it is
Why
in
you
light.
Nigeria.
always talking about Asia, bro?
I
South
said
America,
Nigeria, not Asia, bro.
South America,
Wait,
wherever the
fuck
hell it is.
Nigeria.
You know exactly why I care about Nigerian time right now. You
Oh,
know
I forgot.
exactly. You
He
know
is a
exactly
braided
why
belt
I care.
Feel
connection,
a
just so
little
you know.
I
Put that
have
out
a
lonely.
there.
braided belt connection.
Yeah, he
You
does.
ain't, you
Feel a
ain't
little
shit,
lonely.
man.
I saw you in
Nah,
the
man.
club last night, bro.
Step on you
Bro, what
lonely.
kind of club were you at where there's somebody with a wheelchair in there, bro?
Hey, bro, what's wrong
You
with places
A
being
free entry,
handicapable?
free admission,
Oh, okay. I never seen a
high price
club.
drink.
I never
I
seen
mean,
anybody in the
he
club
missed
with a
out
wheelchair.
on the waitresses. I mean, on the bartenders that don't wear clothes. That was a lot of fun too.
I
You
didn't
must
know
have
Yeah,
gone to the
advertising.
club.
Reed,
with
that's
a
a lie.
Well,
Yo,
we
it was
went
somebody with a
into
You
wheelchair.
a
knew never been a
bar.
weird thing that was in the
We
what?
couldn't understand anything you said, Armstead. Please repeat it without the static.
No, I was telling him that he's incorrect. We know a guy who's in
Oh,
it with
that little
him.
nigga. Yeah, 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 yeah. I remember. I know. The nigga with the little legs, he always be in the club. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
But he always sitting in one spot. That's how the nigga rolling across right next to the dance floor. I was like, oh shit, I hope this nigga pop a Willie or something.
Bro, he's purposely talking blacker for this podcast. He don't talk like this.
I have no idea what
That's,
you're talking about.
that's
What's
He has
black
braided
no
on
belt
it?
idea what the
energy
fuck.
right there. That
Exactly,
braided belt
exactly.
energy.
Yeah.
You
Horn
know,
rim
I
glasses.
could get my wife
Horned
to bring
rim
you back
glasses.
a a brown braided belt if you need one.
Horn rim glasses. Works at Google.
You light skinned, bro. You wasn't even in the field, bro. You not in the field. You a house nigga. Stop it.
Look, man, we hear your insults, but they coming in 50-50.
A man denying your blackness to interpret his blackness as being more blackness is just the epitome of a person who suffers from a lack of blackness.
You are light skinned, bro. This nigga, stop it.
I didn't realize for the first 16 minutes of this podcast we're gonna argue over blackness.
Oof.
I be
I
damned if
never
a
really
black
watched that show.
nigga talk shit to me, bro.
Nah, that's
The
black-ish.
original nigga.
Some
Oh,
You
black is.
fucked up.
Yeah, that was blackish. We right now in
Black shit.
nigga boy P.
Well, this podcast ain't starting nothing on subject. Anyway, we had a whole thing we were gonna go over. I didn't open the document because you know what? I feel like I'm a person who can talk about anything at any moment. Except for gay sex, never experienced it. But let me know about it if you have. I want to know. From the male
Why?
perspective.
Why are you taking it straight to gay sex? You could have said anything. You could have said
I mean,
anything.
So
that's
I
what
always
I'm
wonder
saying.
if he sucks your dick, are you gay?
Well, the fact that you let him do it, yeah.
No, but he sucks your dick. So I don't know.
But you let him do it.
Like what?
Bro.
What? Yeah. This is what you came back on, Cosmos. You came back on this nigga wondering
Yeah,
about gay
what?
sex.
What the fuck?
I
Hey,
don't
bro,
know
just,
why. That's
bro, just get in
even.
line and get you a braided belt, man. It don't get no better.
What? No, what?
Shit.
Like
I'm pro.
gay male
I'm
sex.
pro black, so I prefer my belts to be black leather.
I like my belts to be plastic.
That doesn't stain
No,
very well. Anyway, what's the
I'm
subject?
cool with
Let's go.
Yeah,
Subjects.
yeah.
Minus
Subject
the gay
is
sex. Gay male
your
sex.
look feeling though.
why are you continuing to add, you know what, nigga, if this is on
Don't
your
feed the
bucket
troll.
list,
Why
Don't
are
feed the
you
troll.
upset with him liking to let it be known that he doesn't want to talk about gay sex?
Why y'all still talking about that? Y'all
I
gay
don't
as
know why
fuck.
y'all still going back on that. But
The subject?
that's on y'all.
What's
You
the
The
said
subject?
it.
subject would be
You keep
communication in
that was a
any
long time ago.
relationship.
Let's go.
Communication
Communication.
in relationships. All
Let's
right
go.
now.
And you know that is essential. That is especially true in the bedroom. After all, if you don't have good communication, you could end up faking orgasms for 10 years.
20
However,
years.
in a great relationship, that should be between you, your partner, your sexologist, and your therapist, unless your
So
DJ envy's wife, Gia Casey. Now, what
so
it
the
seems
female
like is that
orgasm is a myth. Yeah, let's get that from the beginning. Oh, go
that's
ahead though.
also a lie. But continuing on, because female orgasms are real, it seems like she's putting this man on another apology tour. And sure, he just got off the cheating tour. That was from 2013 to 2020. And then he had like a year off because of COVID. And now he's right back there because being called for cheating was not as bad as finding out that his performance for the last 10 years
Hey,
was
let me ask you a
less
question.
than satisfactory.
I gotta
Give
ask
me
one
one
question
second.
before we start this. How did that come out? Like she just said it?
So basically,
Go ahead.
he was on a Shade Room interview with his wife. They're
Okay.
promoting a new book that they have coming out. And
Okay.
the interviewer, she asked him basically, hey, how did this, incident come up where you found out that your wife was not pleased with you? And
Uh-huh.
then he talked to her and was like, his wife interjected that, basically they had an argument and they tried to resolve their arguments with sex. And she just was like, you know what? I don't really get enough out of this. So let me, to hurt this man, tell him I don't even orgasm when you do the shit that you be doing. And it's
Uh-huh.
like,
After 5 kids, right? So she obviously
well, not
loves
five. I
this.
think that was like three, maybe four
I
that they
think they
had at
got
that
4 or
point.
5 kids at this point.
Well, no, I think the youngest one's like six. But to be honest, I'm not sure on that. So
Yeah, I know.
I
I know
know
they
it's
got a
after
lot.
four. I know this after four. But after all of that, she decided to tell this man this. Now, she tried to deflect and say it's because women don't know their bodies. But pretty sure everybody knows what it's like to have an orgasm for the most part, especially since you told the whole love story before that about how you guys were each other's first and you had to discover sex together and things because for her, she thought it was, a big deal when she got to second base with a different nigga. But when she got to first base with him, it was like the bee's knees. But apparently the bee's knees were not good enough for you to communicate, hey, I'm not getting something out of this after 10 years.
So there was this statement by Kevin Samuels, and I guess I'll ask a woman, if a nigga take care of everything else and you don't orgasm, would you stay with him? I guess reverse that as a male. As a man, if you didn't orgasm but she took care of everything else, would you be okay with that for that long?
I mean, I
No.
That's
have to be
how
okay with it my whole life.
Yeah,
that's how I
I
live
think we
anyway.
got two people who suffer from lack of orgasms on this podcast, unless they're giving them to themselves. I don't want to say any names. One of them just called himself out.
I'm not calling myself out. It's just hard for me to.
No, he wasn't aiming at you, bro.
He wasn't
Okay.
that straight wasn't aimed at you, but it's
It
it's
was
okay,
actually
bro.
him and the other person, but they both said it. So I mean, fuck it, Armstead, tell him about it.
You said who? You talking about me?
Arv says we not about to slander
Armstead.
this man.
Okay. Anyway, the Black Libertarian, answer that for me, please.
Yeah, you know I don't suffer
What
from that.
gives a shit? I mean, you don't have to come. Fuck it. And I mean,
Okay.
also, this brings up another thought that
This man has
women.
a child too, by the
I
way.
feel like when it comes to men, men really don't give a fuck about that because either way they fuck. So it's like they don't care about the end result, as long as
That's not
they
necessarily
get
true. Don't
theirs.
speak. Don't
It
No, I'm
speak
depends
for
just
on the
men.
saying
man.
it's just a general statement.
I think generally you're correct.
Most men come. That's why they don't care. Men who don't come,
Exactly.
if you're one of those men, it is extremely frustrating and to the point where you don't even want to fuck. To be honest.
Uh,
But
I think you still
no.
want to fuck.
Well, no. Let him finish. Let
yeah,
him Terry
I
tell us more.
don't really give a fuck about fucking. It goes in and out. Like I'll have moments, but I know I won't come, and it's just so frustrating. There's no point in fucking. So it's
I
just
mean, but
like,
we've all had moments where someone, couldn't finish us. We had to reach in to help. So I mean,
You
we
talking about
feel
moments
a little.
versus how you live regularly,
Look,
though.
I'm not talking about your lifestyle if you're this man, but I'm just saying like we've all at least experienced something like that. That one nut that don't want to come out. But
That's like,
I can
but
imagine. I
that's like
I
saying, oh, hey, I get hungry sometimes. I understand how you feel starving children in Africa.
Oh, I'm not saying I understand how the starving children feel. I'm just saying I understand what it's like to feel like I'm starving because you know what day it is.
no, it's ultimately frustrating. But it
Oh,
gets
I
so.
gets mine. I don't know how this feels. I gets mine regardless. I don't care if you get yours. There was another statement that cross-referenced that about men. Like if she gets one, good for her, whoopie doo. But if a man get his, is all that really matters because it make babies. Feel me? Yeah, right.
Again, that nigga's a selfish piece of shit, and I'll stand on that rock.
Or you'll be on that rock by yourself, like Plymouth on 1865.
But it brings up an interesting topic because I have because babies reorganize women's insides. I wonder if their sexual preferences change per baby they have. Because this isn't the first woman to have multiple babies with a man,
This
and
nigga said
then
reorganize.
it
Well,
does.
no, he's right though. Your women's entire bodies shift around.
Uh huh.
And what if it changes their sexual appetite? I mean, the clitoris is not just
Well,
the
it changes their brain, so I mean, I think you're onto something.
yeah. I mean, because the clitoris is not just the top right there; it's the entire vagina encompasses the entire clitoris. And if the
Are
clitoris
you
is getting
making an iceberg clitoris reference? Smart,
no, no,
very
no, no,
intelligent.
no. If you actually know what a clitoris looks like, it goes through all of the pussy. It's not just the little piece.
So you think
And
it's like the combination of like the interactions, like men and shit, creating like a personality change after the baby was born. That's why he would like
yeah,
have a huge preference for focusing on women versus a man.
well, I mean, just it changes her sensitivity is the point I'm trying to get at. You know, what I mean, it changes how she's sensitive in the area she's sensitive in because the clitoris can be pushed out or pulled in depending on the baby you have and how the procedure went.
Hmm
So
hmm
maybe she used to orgasm from the dude, but now her pussy changed and it doesn't. But more so, that's fucking selfish. But fuck
You
you.
still have to communicate these things. Like in relationships, communication is being like the only thing holding together. So even if you were together since you're like 18 or 17, you know like this is your time to say, well, what else was out there? Like
This is easy
I'm
for you
not
to
feeling good when you're doing this. You have
no,
to
it's
say
easy for you to say that, bro. But like, as a dude who doesn't come, and I have to explain that to women, they start crying. They can't make me come. They start feeling less of a woman. That even in itself becomes stressful because I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to say, "Oh, communicate." Everybody say, "Oh, you got to communicate. You got to communicate." But like, if your partner pussy sucks, and you're like, "Oh man, you got some terrible pussy, bitch." Like, it's hard to communicate that to somebody you care about. Like, let's be realistic about the situation.
For
How
me, it
many
might be
people
It's
this
can you
not.
nigga.
name
It's
from
not.
somebody for 10 plus years and y'all can't talk about sex?
It's
Maybe
not
they both
that.
dumb though. Maybe they both stupid.
No, Carrie got a
Like,
point.
it's
We've
not
been together.
that big
Go
of an
ahead.
issue. Like, if I'm sitting here and I'm married to you, we staring at each other every night. Why the fuck can't we talk about sex?
So for your
Facts.
nigga, you've been with for
Stupidity.
10 years, look at you and be like, hey man, baby, your pussy don't get wet, the shit dry as fuck, and I hate your shit. I want to fuck somebody else because your pussy's so trash. You
That
have the
was his first
trashiest fucking
solution.
pussy
That
in
was
the
Well,
his
that
first
wasn't
world.
his
solution.
solution. That wasn't his solution.
but then
He
look how
felt.
you told her. You
Go
didn't
ahead.
tell her like a loving husband. You said, no, fuck that shit ain't work. That's where we have an
Sure.
error. Like,
You told her like a
you
whore.
should be
Oh
able to
man, so
tell your
now
woman, period,
semantics.
hey, I
Semantics.
don't like how shit is. It's not semantics. Because
That's
when you're arguing with
communication.
a woman, she's biologically prone to,
Have you had that conversation with a woman before?
Your
absolutely.
conversation sucks. Your
I've told my
conversation
woman to
sucks.
her face,
Conversation
listen,
sucks.
I don't think your pussy the same. It doesn't feel great. It's not the business for me. And we broke it off. But I'd rather be real with her and myself than perpetuate any type of lie. Because I'm supposed to trust you with my life.
I am
Period.
so surprised that you are still alive, my friend. But
I
I
will
am
be honest
glad that
with you, man. I ain't gonna front with you. Like, it's the truth because I want to live an honest,
It's
peaceful life.
trash.
And
It's trash. What
I've
shit,
else
had
can
that
you say?
conversation with
we
at
have to
least
get
50
over it.
women, and they
But at
all
the end of the day,
kind of psychological issue afterwards, bro. Like it's not just like,
At the
oh,
point
the
of
pussy
50
isn't
women,
good.
it may not be them.
Bro, I said it's nigga. What the? That's not what we're fucking talking about. We're talking about the fact that having that conversation with the woman is not as easy as you're making it out to be, which is
It's very easy.
It's very
well,
yeah.
no. It's easy
all
to
right.
have, but it takes gumption in order for you to go through. So that's why I was saying that I respect,
Have the courage of
Cosmo
your
having that.
conviction.
Hold
it's
on, I
I
still
got, I
it's
got,
not
I got a little
y'all are
insertion.
missing the point. It's still
You
reaction,
know
bro.
that you don't want to like hurt nobody you really care about. Like you're really passionate about it. Like you will never want to cause people you really value, but sometimes you have to be honest. Honesty is
And
always
Right.
great,
I'm not.
Ooh,
and
Y'all are
it's like
missing
a
the point.
different type of
my
healing pain. You know.
You don't believe in
It's not
honesty.
about.
my
It's
hand
not.
is raised.
If you
yeah. Let Sham hop in here real quick.
So just as an aside, possibility. While yes, generically or generally, you do want to speak to your partner about everything. That's how you keep communication going, and thus the relationship, lubricated like a well-performing engine. There are some things that are hot spots. The same way
okay,
that a woman might have an issue saying, "Hey, baby, you kind of finished fast. Like, is there something that we could work on?" People have pride. Let's not act like they don't. And a
thank
lot of
you.
women sometimes do not deal with rejection and or critique the same way. It could. So take for instance, let's say her lady parts have a smell that you don't find particularly attractive.
Her
That
pH balance off.
right, but to even say that,
Like, girl, you need
you
to work
could
on your
start a
pH balance.
shitstorm. You could start a whole
Oh,
shitstorm just by bringing it up.
y'all being
It's like,
unrealistic with y'all perspective if y'all don't see that women will react or create insecurities from you saying shit like this to them.
Well,
Like, don't act
he's trying to lead you in that direction, Black Libertarian, without exposing more of Sham's business than Sham would like to expose. But he's had some of those same tough conversations, and it's something where you know
you get
you
tired of
have to have
losing
that. I
because you
mean,
Yeah.
you have
nigga,
somebody you like and shit's going good, but this part is not being satisfied. And if you speak to them, then you risk having all that go to shit. Like this nice ride you was on is all of a sudden down because you want to complain, even though really you're just communicating, but it's not being received the same way.
exactly.
But if you let shit ride, then you get to the point where you're like, I'm not being satisfied. So how do I solve this? By communicating and ruining shit, or by letting shit ride, and then I end up getting so pissed off about shit, I end up ruining shit. It's a lose lose, and unless you're in that situation, it's hard for you to speak on it. You could say as much nice shit as you want to, but until you walk a mile in them shoes, it ain't the same.
well,
Well,
Cosmos has joined y'all on that drive, but from the standpoint of hey, shit gonna have to be annulled.
so we are all saying, even though it's hard, I think you should still do it.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah,
saying you
definitely.
should. You're not saying
Yeah,
you
I
should
mean,
do it.
let them react how they gonna react.
Bro,
Yeah,
fuck braided
you're
belts
exactly
is all I've been trying to say this whole time, and y'all just keep changing the fucking subject.
You gonna leave them belts alone, man. Them belts ain't done nothing to you. But yeah, we're basically saying the same thing, which is honesty. And I think that's in part why this story is so egregious and people are looking at it as she was so strong. And it's like, no, actually, she just admitted that she lied to her husband for 10 years, was completely
Oh,
comfortable in that lie.
wait.
And go ahead.
Well, what she's actually saying is a fact that a lot of women who are in marriages with men who have a lot of money are okay with not coming as long as they have a lot of money. But she didn't want to admit that part. But that's just the
Well, he
fact.
didn't have a lot of money until the point in time where she told him this. At the beginning, she was just going through this
Well, she
because
knows
she
she
was
can
like,
leave with half at this point.
yeah, but you remember, this leads to the point where DJ Envy cheated because he felt like we're not going to be able to communicate on this. You're not really wanting to change. You're using sex, whatever. And Erica Mena walked in there, was just like, I mean, I'll come for you for real. And he was like, oh, shit, yeah. Um, but the way that she did him is also equally dirty because she got mad that he was basically spending too much time with his family. So then she decided to say, "Oh yeah, I'm fucking that nigga DJ Envy." It's like, God damn, a disloyal mistress.
And she was bad. So, whatever.
I don't know. I feel like how do you expect something from somebody who's like, hey, you married, yeah. I see your wife sometimes, yeah. But hey, let's do our shit on the side. and then
But
I'm
we
gonna
need to
look at your
bring
wife
back
in the
great
mouth.
mistresses. The great mistresses used to.
We can all agree with that. Everybody can agree with that.
There
Mistress
were never
for
great mistresses,
America.
bro. It was just different situations.
Oh no,
In the situation,
there used to be some great mistresses.
bro, you know when they were great? When a dude had so much money and power where it didn't matter what the fuck she said. There was too much
No,
at stake for her
we're
to
talking
fuck it
about
up.
regular men because there are some women in their 30s who are going to get left behind. I mean, in their 40s, and they still got some primo vagina, just not the kind you marry.
You don't have to. I mean, it's just pussy, bro. You don't have to fuck.
You don't have to do shit. You're right. You don't have to.
It's not that
You
serious,
can't keep throwing this at this nigga, all right? You're gonna have to leave him
bro.
be, Reed. All
Bro,
right.
Yeah,
You
he keeps
it's
telling
already
me because
no
I
no
ain't never
Reed,
met a great man
you
who ain't have a mistress.
I mean, look, LeBron James, as far as we know,
Damn.
Hey, go
What's a
cut his ass
great
out on
man
there.
without a mistress? I'm just asking you. Name one great man without a mistress.
LeBron
Define
James,
great.
Steve
Russell Wilson.
Jobs.
LeBron
yeah,
James had a
he's
Steve,
mistress.
relative.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs didn't have a mistress. He left his whole family because he said this shit ain't working.
Yeah, a lot
Obama.
of people don't have men.
Russell Wilson.
Obama got a man for a wife. Pause.
That's a woman, damn it. I was
We're
That
not
trying
gonna
to
is
say
a
start
a woman.
woman.
lady, man.
We're not about to disrespect
That's a
Michelle
man.
Obama.
The
We
Republicans
not
told me it was a man.
we not gonna
Woman's a
disrespect her the
woman.
way Viola
We
Davis
definitely.
performance disrespected Michelle Obama.
Everybody thought was this goddamn alien creature as the first woman, but Michelle Obama was a man. What the fuck? No, no, no.
Look, Melania
Trump's
wasn't an
wife
alien
was
creature.
an alien creature. Who?
Mm,
Melania,
Melania
who?
look.
Yeah, a lot, I'm
I don't
saying.
know. Melania looked better than Obama. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to hate.
You
No,
talking
no,
about
Melania.
Melania.
Mulan?
Melania is every single old. What were
Plastic
those things on
surgery
the
up.
bunny?
Lizard man?
What are those bunnies? The little
Playboy
ones
bunnies?
that Hugh Hefner had. Yeah,
Furry?
she's every old Playboy bunny who ever had a nipples shown. Like, I mean, again, she's not bad, but don't make it seem like she was great. And I think
No, she
it was.
wasn't great. She's one
Man.
of the better looking first ladies, but she definitely looked better than Michelle. I mean, that's
I
just
mean,
like
I feel like
I don't remember what most of the
that's
first ladies
apple
look like.
oranges.
exactly.
I
Well,
don't
I
know what
mean,
George
like
Bush
I think you
Sr.'s wife
remember.
looks
I
like.
think you remember Jackie Kennedy.
Who?
Jackie was nice. Jackie
I don't remember
Kennedy.
Jack Kenny, but you know who I do remember? Motherfucking Melanie, or was not Melanie? Marlon? Damn, what's her
Marilyn?
damn name? Marilyn
Marilyn
Monroe.
Monroe?
Appreciate it. Yeah, you
Marilyn
Yeah.
remember
Monroe.
her?
I mean, yeah, that was primo. Hey, that goes back to first mistresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never met a man,
She wasn't
great man
necessarily
without a
good though.
mistress.
I mean, sir, she was good enough to. Go ahead.
I guess, bro.
Oh, I thought Carrie had something.
I don't know what the mistress obsession is, bro. Like, you're obsessed with pussy. It's weird.
I
Jackie
mean,
Kennedy was cute.
yeah, she was. But Carrie, you had something?
Oh no, no.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. For some reason, I was trying to make sure that we cover all voices because I don't want anybody
Yeah,
being
yeah.
muted,
Y'all can
especially since.
no,
Go
because she
ahead.
said earlier, I heard it. She was like, Russell Wilson's great, and I was like,
Hey, it's a rumor
deny
out there.
that
He
statement.
about to get caught, bro. Y'all saw that rumor? Y'all saw that
Man,
rumor? We waiting
Look,
for him to
man.
go down. We waiting
y'all,
for
I
Russ to
want to
go
destroy
down.
that man so bad.
Oh, we
I
waiting
don't
for
know
him to go
why.
down.
I don't know why you waiting for him to go back down. Especially after we saw Future pull a fucking goddamn turncoat this week when he was like, "I didn't know who Kevin Samuel was." Really,
He
really,
young.
Future. You don't know who Kevin Samuel was?
I think a lot of shit would be better if niggas just stop giving a shit that bitches exist. Like, just because they got a pussy and they fuck, who gives a fuck?
You know, every woman doesn't have to be a bitch. You
And
could
every
just keep
woman doesn't
that.
have a pussy.
That also true.
Define woman. Define woman.
Oh
A
shit.
female human.
Okay, then they all have a pussy. So yeah.
No, some of them don't get born with pussies, sir. Some of them don't. Things
In
don't
my
always
world, they
drop.
do. Not in yours.
The same way that
You
there's
sound real
people who
gay
are
right now,
born.
bro.
What are you talking about?
It's
They're
not
not born
gay
with
unless you
pussy.
find
I
men
mean,
attractive.
you
But
saying a
there,
vagina? Or just like no
A
I'm
man
vagina?
dressing
saying
like a
not
woman
every.
is,
I'm saying not everyone is born with fully functioning, fully formed sex organs. That's just a
yeah, but
reality of life.
the
Some people can
exception
born
is
with
not
these.
the rule.
No, I'm not saying exception is the rule, but that's why I
I
said
said
not
they exist.
all women have it, because that's the point. The point is not all. Even if 99.9999, that 0.0000001 person who is just feeling like shit, because there's billions of us, so that means there's thousands of them that don't have sex organs that are fully formed, makes sense. Or you get shit like, remember that dude who wanted to be a girl his whole life, and his parents told him, "No, you're a boy." Come to find out, he had both sex organs. They just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna keep the penis
Hold on.
and dam
Yeah,
up the
Sierra
vagina."
was born with
Not a
both sex organs.
hermaphrodite. That's a
Sierra
hermaphrodite.
was born with both sex organs. What the fuck?
Yeah, you never
Allegedly.
heard that?
You remember,
Allegedly.
yeah, we talked about this shit. Remember, I was
Correct,
like,
bro.
everybody got on Sierra, and then that girl Olivia came to G Unit, and I was like, yo, she look a whole lot more like a man than Sierra, and everybody shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it was an alleged story back in the day. I don't know if it
Yeah,
was ever found out to be true.
I remember that
But
story too.
Because
I
I
don't know
remember
what's
Kari
true.
made that line, cut dicks off like doctors did for Sierra.
Damn.
Damn, Corey ain't shit.
He wasn't. He ain't.
I mean, well,
oh,
he ain't.
oh, oh,
He ain't.
Nigga,
Corey
I'm a
ain't shit.
terror. Cut dicks off like doctors did for Sierra. I
Oh,
was,
damn.
I
yeah.
mean, Corey ain't shit because he pretend like he the most PC person of all time. But it's never mind. Going into it, so the conversation women don't want to have. So Tisha Arnold last week tried to kick off a much needed conversation on Twitter. It was so controversial that the leading Nigerian controlled media outlet, The Shade Room, decided to ignore the story and pretend like it didn't happen. The crux of the matter is this. Tisha Arnold asked, what can we as black women in America do to stop aiding in the emasculation of black men in America? No dig at women. And as my grandma will say, hit dog will holler. So the simps came out, the women saying, this is whatever, people saying and equating this to homophobia came out as some of the leading narratives. And women side dodged everything that they, possibly could do to dodge the question. But a few men answered her question and appreciated Miss Arnold for mentioning that. But what I want to ask us as a panel, let's say, what do you think black women can best do to help black men by not emasculating them?
Woman
Uh,
first.
Why
yeah,
are you gonna
answer.
put Carrie on the spot like that?
Yeah.
Like statistically,
I
it
think
was
the,
bound to
the
happen.
better question is, what do black men do to protect black women?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Start
Right
oh,
now,
over.
see,
this
that's
is
the problem
Ignore
right there.
her.
that is
So I
the
have a question
problem in
for
my
you.
eyes as
If
well.
you have two children, right? You got two kids. One of them skins their knee, the other one has a dislocated finger. Which one do you prioritize?
Both.
No.
Damn. So we can
A
have two problems
dislocated
at the same
finger.
time.
It's
Yeah, dislocated finger is a little bit rougher.
depends. If he's like
I'm just saying,
17 years
maybe
old,
Oh,
maybe
you can fix your own
black women
goddamn
are
finger.
tired.
hold on.
Hold on,
Let
hold on, hold on,
everybody
hold
answer that question. Let's everybody answer the initial question. So I guess she went, well, whatever that was, and we'll let we'll let.
Well, you know what it was, but Cosmos, you next.
I know. My answer gonna answer it all. It's all good. We'll get there. But
on. All right, Black Jesus.
Shalim, Shams, go ahead. You were
Why are
next.
you going to put Shams instead of the guest Cosmos? He's
Oh,
here first.
Cosmos. Yeah, there you go, Cosmos. You can answer the question.
Um, well, if I had to choose between a scraped knee and a severed finger,
No. The
Sorry, my
other
bad.
question,
That was an aside.
the original question.
Also, why'd you cut the poor child's finger off, nigga?
he
Hey,
thought
look,
I was there. I was like, well, shit, we're here now, so might as well take care of it.
but what
So
can women
what
do
can
to?
black women do to
But
help aid in not assisting with the emasculation of black men, Cosmos?
in my personal opinion, it's just simply like let the man be the man in a relationship. Like I know no one wants to really talk about like the gender norms because we'll be 2022 and progressive and bullshit. But
Yeah, fuck
like
that shit.
honestly, let me handle the business. Because you have a lot of women who grew up with men, who grew up around boys, who grew up in a male-dominated scenario and think they're one of them, and then they try to get with a man that can be like the bait in that situation. But you can't let no man be second to the relationship because then he's supposed to lead the house. So especially as black men, when we are already getting beaten by the entire world, we already had to deal with lower income by just our race. Come home to violence or arguing shit. Damn, where's my moment of peace or rejuvenation? You're supposed to have a helpmate, not a worker or another browbeater, right?
Right. I will say rejuvenation makes it sound like skincare, but continue.
The
Well,
That
black.
was my
I
first
think
thought.
he's right. I think
We'll
he's
go with the
right.
black libertarian next. Oh, he's not there.
Black live. Black live.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah. What? Answer the original question.
There's not a single point of answer for this question because it's a multi-tiered issue. Putting it on just them would
Facts.
be disingenuous. So I don't know what one single thing they could do to fix the issue because we have an entire system dedicated toward this.
Shut the
Wait,
I
fuck
not
mean,
fix
up.
but help. Not fix but help.
Tell
I
them
mean,
to
the
Because
shut the
best
fuck
thing,
up.
you
the
Shut the
no, no, I
fuck
mean,
up.
the best thing they could do is just
Shut the fuck
be
up.
more supportive of our decisions and our behavior in our communities. And really, a lot of the problems in the black community start because women set the tone for what men will be because The
Mm.
women choosing drug. No, I know it sounds like people don't like that, but they do because women date drug dealers and they date dudes who dress a certain way. Women dated dudes with beards, and then dudes with beards are like, "Yay, me," and they go around trying to insult dudes without beards. Or dudes who sell dope, they're like, "Oh, you're not a drug dealer, you're not a swiper, you're not, you know what I mean, you're not the type of dude that she wants." And it's women need to choose better men and set a tone for better men in their lives. And I think men will follow in line with that. Unfortunately, that's just psychologically how the trend goes, according to reports.
All right, who's next?
You
You.
already went. Yeah,
Oh,
you.
yeah, I said something about elbows and knees, whatever. Yeah, put that in there. Who's next?
Okay. And Riker?
I think the biggest thing that black women can do to help aid in not emasculating black men is just listen to us. I think that's really what it boils down to. Like, we just need basic communication. Obviously, don't listen to somebody calling you ain't shit for not cooking him dinner. But at the same time, if a black man is saying, hey, so and so is talking shit about me, or these people talking shit about me, listening to his perspective, I think, is something that will help in any of these, arguments. Because as Black Libertarian said, you're not going to be able to fix it from just aiding us. But if you're listening, then that means that you're being open to hearing things from our perspective. Because oftentimes we don't even get, a say in the conversation. So it's impossible to even help either disprove the narrative or aid in promoting our own positive narratives, especially within our community and our families, if people aren't at least listening.
Okay. I guess
Hey,
that's
listen,
me.
sound
Is that
yeah,
me?
it is.
There's nothing you could do. Our women are lost. We cannot save them. It is over. And I'm talking to those women, of course, who participated in those that whole
Gary?
conversation. The women who joined in that conversation. There's nothing you could do to
Hello?
save them. Nothing.
Uh,
You cannot save them.
I think
Our
black
women are
women
But
lost.
black
That's a
women are
wrap.
just tired.
Black
Like,
women
No, no, no,
are
not
black
black
no,
women
women.
are
black
No
women
ripping
are
black women.
jewels
Who
gone.
was talking
every
about?
We
day.
cannot save them. Fuck them. And if you get the ones you can save, you move forward with them, marry them. But those other ones, you leave them the fuck alone and let them be alone and die. Fuck them.
yeah, but it unfortunately doesn't work that easily. Kind of going
It
back
is
to
that
Black
easily.
Libertarian.
That's how we're all unmarried and have cures with these women and move forward. And
First and foremost, all of us are not unmarried here.
what I'm saying in
Um,
general, what I'm saying is with the generalization. Like some women cannot be saved.
yeah, but the thing about it is, we do marry. We do often marry each other, and so as much as Black Libertarian said it before he was pissed as he's been today. Well, not really pissed. I'm just messing with you, Black Libertarian. Don't just joking. But and the way that Black Libertarian was making this push for dating and eventually, kind of having a place for black women who have children, single mothers. We have to have a place for all these people, even if they do disagree with us,
Yeah,
because
their
there's at
place will
least
be at the bottom. That's fine. We'll leave them there. Like they're right there.
again, they're already statistically at the bottom.
Correct. And
I
they
don't
can
know if you
stay
read
there.
the book,
Can I say
but
something?
that's
Go ahead. I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
You were next. I'm sorry.
Okay. One first thing I want to say is that not only get with a man that can help you financially, but also get with a man that can also help you mentally as well to try to upgrade you in a mental aspect as well. Don't just I need a man that's gonna make this type of money that does this and does this and buy this for me. Because at the end of the day, he can still treat you like shit and be beating your ass and shit like that. I've seen it so many damn times. That's first thing. Second thing is that
Supposed to give a
not
mic.
saying that all men need help, but help us. Help us to
All right,
help
Kevin Hart.
our family. And the reason why I'm saying that is because not all men in the world make more money than women do. I mean, let's just be real with it. Some women make more money than men. And of course, on the other hand, it's vice
On
versa. But just
on
because
average,
Yeah. We're not talking about the average man. Let him finish getting his thought out.
I'm saying he just had to be, in the right mindset as well. So that's all I'm saying. Don't emasculate a man and make him feel like shit just because you make more than him or
Oh, that's
anything like
white feminism. They'll never go up. They're white feminism. They don't realize they're too.
Well, again, not
that.
every woman.
But we're talking about what can help us to, the question that you asked. So I figured that's something that can help, right?
I mean,
No, you're right.
you're on
You're
the right
that
path.
that would help. I mean, I think you've got the right idea, but taking it
Abandon
back to
white
where
feminism. Boom. There we go. That's
again,
all y'all saying.
ta taking it back to where Carrie was taking it, as far as the protect black women thing, I don't see in mass where we have a bunch of men saying, let's not protect black women. I mean, obviously, you got incels, you got
Okay. For
MGTOWs.
Hold on, let her
example,
go. Let her go. Go ahead. I'm about to kill this conversation.
with this whole Megan Thee Stallion situation, before any
My
listen,
fucking
wait, before any facts came out,
Go ahead.
before anything came out, black men were hopping on the Meg Thee Stallion hate train
Hold on.
immediately,
No,
Wait, I
no,
have a
no,
defending
no,
question.
no, no, no,
Tory
no,
Lanez.
no.
A
No,
man
Don't
was
let
hopping
her.
in
he's
there
So
with a
is
already
it?
man.
men.
Are we
Facts,
talking
Men
but
about
are
the
men was
shootout?
already
in there all
assumed
white.
guilty in those situations. That's why men, all men, are going to be weary of those situations because there are too many situations with black men and domestic violence that are some bullshit, and you know that a lot of them are not
That's
true.
what I'm saying. How can you just immediately jump on the hate train though?
Logic,
The
because
same way people can
logically,
immediately jump on the other
Immediate.
train.
There was no,
No,
oh well, maybe
hate.
this happened, maybe that happened. It was just, oh fuck, Meg Thee Stallion.
oh,
Hold
No,
on,
no,
because
hold
no,
on.
no.
fuck Megan, because she
Wait,
has a pattern of events that made her a liar.
no,
No,
hold
no,
on, hold
no.
on.
That's
Just
not
pause,
even
Well,
what
pause.
good.
happened. Supposed to
Everybody.
immediately, and I'm sick of
Yep.
this. You don't immediately side with the woman in any situation or the man. You look at it from a logical standpoint. That has nothing to do with
Exactly, and
Hmm
that's all
hmm
I'm saying.
right. But
Well,
we
hold
Logically,
on.
hate.
how was he guilty though? I'm
Yeah,
saying
immediately we hated her because the shit she said didn't make any sense from the go. If you were paying attention, right? If you actually paid attention to what was happening, it didn't make sense from the jump, which is why I was on his side the whole time. Never on Megan's, because anything she said didn't make sense. If you shoot a car, I'm not even gonna get into it, but if you shoot somebody in a car, which I've seen before, it doesn't happen like that, okay? And then she was walking, no, bro, no, no.
I mean, I really didn't care. I'm not bashing Meg, and I'm not bashing Tory. I wasn't there. It's in my business. I
innocent
don't
Tory,
ask.
innocent.
However, I'm just
And
saying that men are too eager to pretty much degrade women.
hold on,
Why
wait,
are
wait.
women
I
so
think
eager?
women are too eager to be the victim first before we go to the logical conclusion of to ask what happened is not the saying that we're not on her side or his side. Because no, if we're asking what happened first, then we could be like, that's some bullshit. And for us to automatically assume it's some bullshit, that's just normal logical thinking. Because I knew she was lying. I feel like she's still lying to this day. Something's not right about that story. And she's been proven to be a liar in the court system when she tried to sue her record label over to they wouldn't release my album, they wouldn't release my album. She was lying then, and she's proven to be a liar. That's why my first thoughts was she was fucking lying.
Oh,
Well,
you know what makes me sick about all this? I've done my due diligence, right? Because black women have made me as a black man feel like I just treat y'all like shit, right? Like black men are the worst. If I went and asked other races like Mexicans, have you ever heard what Mexican men do to their women? Oh,
They beat
ma'am,
them.
they beat them and they cheat on them openly. There's nothing they can do about it in their community. You all act like black men.
What?
Yeah, yeah, bro. Talk to these people. I talk to other people of
yeah,
other
but
races.
that's
No,
a
bro.
negative that is a negative reinforcement. I think what Carrie is trying to get to makes sense as far as from the Megan Thee Stallion thing. The rebuttal thing is that we've seen that she's a liar before. Why would we believe her now? Another great story that women were on the wrong side of, because that's really what you need to bring to Carrie in this argument, was when we heard about that black girl who got killed by that white man. They were saying, oh, we have to come to her aid. White guy got away with murder, yada, yada. He did get away with murder. We're not doing that. But when you go back and look at what she was saying about black men and black people before then, why the fuck would I be on the side of someone who says, fuck me? Like, that would be categorically stupid. And I think
Because she's
on
street.
both
You
sides, we
know?
have these examples.
If 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 somebody came out like as a community, if we as a community came together, was like, you know what, Future's a pretty stand-up guy. In fact, I feel like most people would try and model their relationships after how Future did his shit, and they literally held up on that pedestal, like openly. Women would have an issue with it because they're like, this is clearly fucked up. But if you take that same personality and put it in, I don't know, Brittany Renner, people are like, well, y'all not looking at her the way she used to be. These are actually all just jokes. But if you go back, that's not the case. So it's clear hypocrisy in that do as I say, not as I do, because pretty much all men can openly say, yeah, Future ain't shit, but he lives that life and he pretty much says he's not shit. Brittany Renner can live the same life as Future and then be like, well, I'm just doing what's best for me. And it's like, you be a strong black woman. Y'all are just trying to tear her down. It's like, hold on, but what about all this bullshit right here? We're gonna sweep that aside. We don't talk about that because people make mistakes and they can be better. You don't hold what they did in the past against them. But let Future turn over a new leaf. Like, what the fuck? If it was just a little bit of symbiosis or equality and how we hold each other to a standard and then tear each other down at the same way, there might not be so much of an issue between the two. But as long as you can only answer questions like, why can't we do this for black men, or why can't we do this for black women, with the exact question for the other, then you choose to not have any like positive discourse or dialogue to begin with. It's like saying, I don't want to have this argument.
You know what, bro? Have you ever been with a security detail? Has
Yeah.
anybody here been? Okay. In a security detail, you do what the security says, right?
Yeah.
Right. So things can stay secure. Okay. If women want us to protect them, then do what we say. Okay. That's it. That's the end of it. You want us to protect you, then do as we say so we can.
So in
Otherwise,
order
we're
for
not
women to
going to
get
let you
your
do whatever the fuck
protection,
you want.
they have to do everything you say.
Well, that's how security works. Have you been in a security? If the security says we need to move now, you need to move now, or you can get shot. What are you talking about? That's insane. You can't say, "Oh,
Well, no,
protect me," but I'm
it's
going to do
kind of
whatever
like
the fuck I want to do.
it's kind of like you're
If it's
trying to protect America. Just like a person, you
I
know.
feel like when women protect men, there's no type of
You don't do that.
limitations.
What do
Black
you?
women have
Whoa,
been
whoa.
protecting black men since civil rights. There's no
No,
type of limitation to their protection.
and we've been protecting
right,
y'all
but
since civil rights. What are
that
you
that
talking
the,
about?
the kind of part never gets brought up. Like, let's be honest. Since civil rights movement, black men have been getting incarcerated, and it's been the mothers who have had to raise the sons. Correct?
Right.
Yes.
Those sons take care of their mothers, do they not? Many of them. I'm not gonna say all of them, but that's true for
Yeah.
anybody. A lot of them have daughters. A lot of them take care of their kids. I know plenty of old people who have parents from that time. They stuck it out. They got shit done. But it's always how the black mothers are protected, and you can't be a black son and you can be a strong black man, but our job is to be we have the role of protector, and it is an unsung thing. Like, that's what you're supposed to do anyway, so you don't highlight it. But see, women are supposed to be the nurturers, and so when they're being the protectors, it's like, oh, look at them doing this and that. But as a dude, I mean, if you're doing everything you're supposed to, just look at the difference in the fanfare between Mother's Day and Father's Day.
Yeah, you can't really make
People
that argument.
ball out. No,
There are
people.
a lot of absent fathers, more
Oh,
so
I'm
than
not denying
men.
that. I'm not
I'm not
denying that.
saying
That
that
is
it
not
makes
what
it
I'm.
right, but I mean, what do you expect?
Well,
That
we
Wow,
at some
that
level of
response right there is my
growth.
point.
wowzer.
Yeah,
That
I
at
mean,
response
some
right
what's
there
level
is
of
my
the
point.
growth.
proof?
How can you be like, we've been taking care of every, well, so have we. Well, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. Anyway, back to how great the women have been this whole time. It's like, yo, you can't like chop me at the legs and then be like, yo, why aren't you helping me better? You know, I'm just gonna go to this dude with two legs. Like, you had the axe in your hand. Like, you're actively hurting people. If you
Wowzer. That
if you discredit the black man to nothingness and then wonder, hey, why ain't he doing shit? Because you've been talking shit. The parent who shits on their child the entire time, and then when they get old is surprised that they don't do shit to help them, is a fool. And that's the role that I feel like a lot of black women and men are playing when they just tear each other down and then be like, whoa, I don't know why they're not doing this. You know why? Your actions. Your actions led to this outcome. Shit just doesn't happen magically.
When you hear about opioid overdoses, you probably don't realize half of the nation's overdoses happen in the exact same spot. It's happening right at home. Georgians are accidentally dying in their own homes because people don't understand the dangers of taking an oxy or perk for sleep, stress, or with a glass of alcohol. Learn how to protect your family from opioid overdose at opioidresponse.info. This message is brought to you by Georgia DBHDD.
Tempur-Breeze mattresses make sleep feel cool. So no more night sweats, no more nocturnal baking, or polar ice cap air conditioner mode. Because the Tempur-Breeze transfers heat away from your body, so you feel cool night after night. Experience the mattress ranked #1 in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power 3 years in a row. Save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses this July 4th. Now at Macy's.
What's that place you've always wanted to try? Well, you're there, sharing plates with...
Just one bite.
Or on second thought, maybe not sharing. It's that good. When you're with Amex, it's not if it's going to happen, but when. American Express. Don't live life without it.
The Triple B podcast would like to invite you to come break bread with your brothers. If you like what you're hearing on the show, if you think we missed the mark, or if we got it all wrong, reach out to us on social media. We can be reached on Twitter at triple_B_pod or search Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast. We are the Brothers Breaking Bread on Facebook, and our email is brothersbreakingbreadpod@gmail.com. Further descriptions are in the show notes. Like, follow, friend, do all that good stuff, and please never forget to break bread with your brothers.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread podcast in the house. Hey.
We're having a little hot back. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it. This is a beautiful thing, man. It's all this blackness, and we all just getting together, we playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking. And, food is always just the extra, man.
They deprive these people of their basic human rights. And we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread. How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now, man. So it's good to have everybody come through.
I love that, man. I love it a lot. More than I could say to you guys.
Warning. A nigga gets fucked up in this video.
All right, step right in there.
Got it? One leg at a time.
One leg at a time.
Watch your head.
Watch your head, all right?
So you got a black man's been put in the back of a paddy wagon. He's got his hands cupped behind his back. And he was not tied to anything. He hit the brakes real hard, and he went head first into the door.
I'm stopping. I'm going to check you out. What happened? What? You fell. What happened? Can you move at all?
I can't move.
What? How your leg is all the way up there?
Understand me. Listen, brother.
All right, I can't move you, so I have to hold on. I'm gonna have to go get an ambulance.
Listen, no.
Shit.
Huh?
Yes, but understand.
Go ahead.
I fall. I cannot move my arms.
All right, do not move. I can see moving your arm.
No.
Okay.
Look at my hand.
All right, hold on.
Help.
They put him in the back of the ambulance, tied up his hands in the paddy wagon. Did not allow his arms.
Can you start a signal one? The subject in the van, he said he fell inside the van and he can't move. So I'm on my way to detention right now. So please, can you start me signal one over there?
They're taking him to detention.
Cops, either we can move you or you can wait till AR moves you. Slide down, my man.
Slide down.
My bad.
This nigga got a spinal injury. He's fucking paralyzed. What are we doing?
Fucked up.
Why these motherfuckers ain't on charges right now? I don't know.
I don't know. And the simple protocol is to handcuff him and secure him in the back of the paddy wagon.
Into the back of the paddy wagon. Correct.
It's literally one more handcuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They got my hair loose with his hands tied behind his back, so he can't even brace himself.
Right.
At all.
I mean, he's in custody. He can't go anywhere. I mean, at least if you're gonna put him in the back of that transport, not secure him to the transport van, at least let his handcuffs loose, so that way, if there is a sudden stop, he could brace himself.
But then they would also say we can't do that because then if we open the door, we would have to fear for our safety.
Yeah, he might attack that way. So what they should have done is they should have fucking did their job and secured him to the fucking
vehicle.
Exactly.
Follow the SOPs, man.
They're there for a reason.
SOPs. They're there for a reason.
Lazy policing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's called that kind of lazy is called.
So that's negligence.
Negligence, yeah.
Yeah.
Criminal negligence.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, criminal negligence.
And then do we know why he's in the back of a paddy wagon?
He probably fucking
ran a red light,
wrote a bad check, bounce a check, man.
Bounce a check.
I mean, it's obvious the nigga
trying to pass a fake ass $20.
Yeah, I was about to say pass a fake 20. You know what I'm saying?
The nigga didn't fight him. He seemed from the beginning of the video to go to the back of this van willingly
and cooperatively.
So I'm trusting you with my life because now I'm in your custody because you have arrested me.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what happens to me?
But even it's like beyond lazy because he fell on the floor first and kicked on the door like, "Hey man, I'm on the floor. Can I get up?" Before, so at that point, they still didn't secure him.
No,
the fucking driver stopped, opened the door, found out that he was laid out on the fucking back, said, "I can't touch you," but then proceeded to drive his ass not to the hospital,
not to the hospital, but
drove his ass to
station.
detention. He should have called a fucking ambulance to come secure his ass and stabilize his spine, and shouldn't have moved the vehicle not again.
Yeah, but if we do that though, there'll be more questions, Joe.
We ain't questioning now. I got a shit ton of questions.
We questioning now because of video, but
he don't know it's a video.
These motherfuckers, come on, dog. Like they stupid.
Apparently,
no,
they stupid. Like
stupid motherfuckers need to go to jail.
Yeah, no, they need to. No, I agree, they need to go to jail. But if they was like not stupid, they would, because what happened is they probably didn't realize that the fucking cameras running in the back of this paddy wagon.
It sounds like a cover up to me.
Yeah, they're not realizing there's a camera on the back. Yeah, they're not realizing the camera on the back of the paddy wagon.
How do they not realize that?
Because they stupid.
That motherfucker, that motherfucker panicked.
They probably thought they like, oh, we're gonna turn the camera off on the front facing camera. We good, right? They're like, oh, wait a minute, hold up. There's a camera on the back, and then you start thinking that because these motherfuckers are so, a lot of them are so corrupt. You start thinking that the department will provide coverage for your ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he probably thought that was one of his fucking targets that just fell down.
Ooh, I knew that was. I didn't know when it was gonna come back, but I knew it was gonna come back.
It was coming.
I didn't know exactly when, but I knew it would.
Come on now, you know damn well this ain't even the end of the episode. We go.
You know what? We should just stop now. It's not gonna get better. It's not gonna get better.
No, it's not. But still,
this shit's crazy.
I'm not here for better.
This shit's crazy though, man. This shit is crazy. Like,
how could you not do your job? Make sure your passenger is secure. Oh, my bad. He's black. Wow.
People do it every day, B.
Never mind.
Every day. Hold on. I had I was
jobs every day, B.
But you know what? But you know, if that shit result in a spinal injury, there needs to be consequences.
Yeah, sue the shit out of the department.
That nigga need to go to jail. And the department, you definitely need to sue the department.
Have they said what his injuries are yet, or anything?
Paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know to the extent of paralyzation, but he is paralyzed. I don't know if he's complete. I don't know arms, but yeah, it said paralyzed.
Well, it says when I watched we literally witnessed a neck break.
When I watched it, I didn't have the sound up. I assumed he was dead.
I thought he was dead too. Until I heard, I read an article said that he would be paralyzed. Does he recover? I don't know. But
yeah, this time with the sound up, you hear him talking. So he's responding. But yeah, when I first saw it without the sound, I was like, oh, that nigga dead.
But my thing is like, just because I run a red light, I get a ticket, I got a fucking warrant of any nature, it should never, ever, 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 fucking ever result into me being paralyzed. Especially when I submit myself to state custody.
Well, you know, you got Uncle Clarence on the court, man. He said you ain't got Mirandize motherfuckers no more. So you probably gonna say you ain't got to follow the SOPs. You ain't got to follow standard operating procedures. If you can't sue the department for not locking the handcuffs, and you break your neck, you break your neck. You shouldn't have committed no fucking crime. Why you passing bad 20s?
Why you doing Busta Rhymes songs out here? Break your neck, nigga! Break your neck, nigga! My bad. I shouldn't have did that.
Oh shit! Y'all ain't shit, man.
But
they ain't shit.
No, they ain't shit. And at the end of the day, that's where it stands, though. It's like, but then us as citizens, right? Let's say we here all related, and we see our family in the back of this van, and we see this officer that did this shit. We just posted. We just okay, cause you a cop. Just okay. Okay.
No, fuck that.
No, that's what I'm saying though. But like motherfuckers want to play it that way. As Marlo say, you want to be one way, but it's the other, nigga.
It's the other way.
It's the other way, nigga.
Right.
This ain't you in season 4 already?
Oh me, no, I've already watched The Wire, rewatch.
No, but I'm saying you back. I thought you was back to it. Yeah,
no, I ain't got that yet, but yeah.
That's my favorite line for The Wire.
Hey, you want to be one way, but it's the other.
You want to be one way.
It's that in fucking Omar at court when he was like, "You do it with the briefcase, I do it with the shotgun, nigga. We do it, you know what I'm saying? We do dirt. We both doing dirt our own ways, my nigga. But it's crazy. Like you out here in the same streets every day. You done fucked up one of my family members, but I'm just supposed to let it ride because you a cop?
No.
Since when? I mean, it's like we see it every day with just civilians. Like you fuck up one of my family members, you put hands on one of the women that I love, you murder one of the men that I love, and I don't let it ride because you a cop.
Man, you know what? We just need a police chief to come out and say, "Hey, I'm gonna take this one on the chin."
Nigga, go to bed. You on one today? I mean, you are.
That'll make me feel better, really.
You are on a level, nigga.
That nigga on level 10.
Hey,
this is tingling today.
Shit. Let's keep it moving, man. I mean, we don't know the full recovery, but hopefully he recovers, man, and hopefully his family and also his brothers.
No recovery. He's paralyzed from the chest down.
Like, oh, for sure. You looked it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's breathing on a ventilator. He's in a bad way.
Oh, great.
Wow.
Unnecessary.
And then they'll get this nigga like
unfucking necessarily, white folks.
And they'll get this nigga like $5 million and say, "Be happy, nigga." Maybe. Anyway, you know what? That's why I put her here. Hey, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson makes history as a Supreme Court's first black woman justice.
Hold the fucking phone. What? Whoa.
I know that's what I was about to say the same shit, Joe. I'm about to say the same shit, dog.
Where do I put it at? What
the fuck?
Ketanji Brown.
Where do I put it at? Y'all niggas tell me to load the tabs up. Where do I put it at?
No, it ain't you. It's the picture.
Look at the picture.
Oh, damn. Hey, hold on. My bad. I didn't even see the picture, nigga. I just be reading the headlines, nigga. Keep it moving. Woo!
All black women look alike. How they
Good night, y'all.
Brown Jackson hold the fucking
Hold up, nigga. I did not see this. Hold on. I swear.
I'm the same shit, Joe. I'm like, that's not Ketanji Brown Jackson.
I mean, she is brown.
That's Simone Biles.
Who is it? Yeah, Simone Biles.
Yeah, that's Simone Biles.
Okay, Roger, don't refresh the page, but please open it in a new tab and see if they fixed it by now.
Hey, nigga, fuck that
When
shit.
you first
Screenshot
opened
that
it?
shit and
Yeah,
put
you
it on
need to
fucking
screenshot
Facebook,
that
nigga.
for real.
Nigga, screenshot that
There
shit.
we go. There we go. There we go.
Did you screenshot it before you did that? You should screenshot it and put that on Facebook.
Shit, man, you should screenshot the shit out of that, dog.
I didn't know what y'all was saying. I didn't realize it. I was like, damn, that's Simone. Oh wow, that's not Ketanji.
Shit.
Yeah, Ketanji Brown Jackson makes history as Supreme Court's first black woman justice. And I know a lot of niggas out there don't understand how the rules of law work. Y'all probably thought that she was, not you niggas, but other niggas out there in the Twitterverse thought that for some reason that she was sitting on the Supreme Court when all this other shit happened. But on top of that, she wouldn't have been able to stop it.
No.
Because niggas don't understand the rules of law. I hate everybody.
Talked about that a couple weeks ago.
What you say, Joe?
Was that last week we talked about how motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they talking about?
They do not know what they talking about. They do not. They just be talking. Like somebody literally said, "Oh, we got the first black woman, natural hair on Supreme Court, and this happens." And I'm like, my man, she
don't start until
see on time they want black women to do everything.
They do.
She not your superwoman.
Exactly. She don't actually start until Monday.
Not your superwoman. I'm not the kind of girl. Sorry, my bad. I'm gonna play that a lot. Anyway, but hold on though. Plot twist. A lot of niggas saying that. A lot of niggas mad out there because she got a white husband.
I don't give a fuck. What? I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
I'm glad I have not heard that though. That's stupid.
No, it is
They're
stupid.
saying like she's not. Like, what is their? What do they say?
I'm reporting the news, baby. I'm supporting the news. I'm supporting the news. You know I don't give a fuck. I got a white brother-in-law who I love dearly.
Okay.
I'm just reporting the news that niggas are stupid out here. Niggas are saying that she is less than because she got a white husband.
Nope.
I'm just saying.
She is no less than because she got a white husband.
Let's let her actions speak for her.
That's what
there we go. That's what I said. I've been saying let the actions speak. Let her decisions that she's already got out there in the streets speak for her.
Right.
You can go out.
Let what she's done up till now speak for her.
Let Simone Biles speak for her.
No, God.
That's because I was really like confused at first. Y'all like what? And I was like, oh damn, that is Simone Biles. That's nice. What's happening? What's happening here? I'm hoping it was a video glitch. I hope that's what it was. USA Today.
I think it was a video. And you had paused, and it was paused on Simone Biles. That's what it was.
We're gonna leave it there.
But that shit was funny as hell.
So Washington, from Washington, Ketanji Brown Jackson.
No, fuck that shit. No. Cause look at it right now. Look at the right now. It says Simone Biles, Steve Jobs, and Denzel Washington to receive Presidential Medal of Freedom, something like that.
Oh, they did get that too, though. That's true.
So now it was. I don't know, bro. I think they fucked that up. Man.
These pages be so lively with the video ads. They be horny for clicks. Ketanji Brown Jackson, a former public defender who rose to become a judge on the federal appeals court, made history Thursday as the first black woman to sit on the Supreme Court. Jackson, 51, a Miami native and Harvard-trained lawyer who was confirmed by the Senate nearly 3 months ago, will take the seat, you niggas. She was confirmed 3 months ago. Today she takes the seat. Will take the seat occupied by Associate Judge Stephen Breyer for 28 years. Breyer announced retirement in January, clearing the way for President Joe Biden, who named Jackson as his first pick for the nation's highest court.
And that was always a plan. It was always a plan that he was going to serve out the term and then retire.
Dog, but like, I don't want to get into the. I hate Twitter nigga conspiracies, dog. But they out there like they was like blaming.
Of course they are.
They blaming Ruth. You know, for not stepping down.
Nigga.
Okay, talk to me, Joe.
Nigga, she knew she was in her 80s when Obama was president.
She had like 12 sicknesses that caused her to have so many issues. She should have been done.
She should have retired.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what fucking Breyer's doing here.
Mm-hmm.
You know you got a Democrat in there. Let me get out of there while the getting's good, because we know Trump might be the motherfucking next president. If it ain't Trump, it might be, like you said, DeSantis or some other nut. Mm-hmm. Let me get out now while the getting's good.
Because she get to believe that Trump was gonna be the next president.
It doesn't. She knew there was a chance.
I'm saying, but she could have believed that it wasn't. Because like at first niggas was partying, and then they was like, "Oh, wait a minute,
dude, did she know there was gonna be an election in 4 years?"
I hear what you're saying, but there were most of the nation didn't believe that. Yeah, now we can sit with hindsight and say Trump was the president. Most of the nation think
it could have been Jeb Bush. She should have got the fuck out.
I feel you. Okay. I feel you. Because everybody here is stepping down from their jobs. Yeah.
Everybody else ain't got the same job description.
I'm just feeling. I hear you.
Everybody else is not working well into their 80s.
Damn real. That's the shit we cut from the show. The fucking hey, let's put a fucking ballot in to make sure these geriatric motherfuckers stop running the country.
Oh yeah, y'all shut my shit down?
Yeah, we shut it down, so now it's back up.
Okay. Oh. So niggas do have hindsight. Cool.
Yeah. Since it became relevant.
I feel it. I love it. I love y'all niggas.
Of course. I mean, yeah, shit, nigga. That's exactly what Justice Breyer has done here. He said, "Hey, we don't know who's going to be the next president. Biden could get a second term. It could be what's her name?
Who?
What's her name? Come on, Vice President.
Oh,
Harris.
Don't ask me to say Kamala. It, nigga. No, I'm gonna murder it.
Could have been, I don't know. Could have been Kamala. But at the same time, it could be any number of Republicans, and so let's get out while the getting's good.
I feel you. I feel that.
Ruth should have gotten out.
I'm still feeling hurt from the pregame bars from Lady Lavender, so I'm oppositional to anything she say. I'm joking.
But at the same time, maybe she was thinking about it, and then they started fucking around with the.
But no, the
whole Anton Scalia shit.
Yeah,
where they didn't in the Merrick Garland nomination, so she might say it don't matter what the fuck I do, they ain't gonna seek nobody.
I feel that. I mean, I'm definitely up. I'm definitely up on lifetime appointment type shit. Like, yeah, nigga, you old. Go away. All this shit. Yeah. But yeah, salute to the sister, as we said several episodes ago. I don't know what's going on. You know what? Shout out to the sociopath homie of all homies.
Of course.
But that nigga always be spitting.
Hey, Twitter world, it's me, yours truly. Happy Sunday. Well, it's my Twitter site, so it's my opinion. Let's start with Roe versus Wade. I thought it was a horrible decision. I think women should have the right to decide what happens with their bodies, especially in cases of rape and incest. I'm a little surprised at some of these alleged evangelical women who have been speaking out against, I guess, abortion. Look, if you believe in God, you should know it's going to come down to whatever person and the Lord one day. So let's leave it up to him when that time comes. We all going to have to face him. Transgender girls competing against natural-born girls, I guess. Totally against it. It's totally unfair. We've seen it in the results of many of these events. I think they should do it like they do marathon racers. They have their different categories. Category for men, women, handicap, even seniors. It's just not fair. When trans men start competing with naturally born men, I guess, and start winning, then come back with that argument. But until then, no, it's just not fair. January 6th, look, by now, we all know it was a fair election. Look, all of these Republicans in these states, these lawyers in the White House, these lawyers would re-elect the president, all Trump supporters, all respected people, have said it's a fair election. It's time to stop with the stop the steal thing. My daughter said, Dad, you always said Donald was a good businessman. I say, yes, you know, that's one of the reasons why he was a successful president. But you got to understand, all this stop the steal talk has raised over $250 million, and very little of those dollars have actually gone to anything to stop the steal. You know, P.T. Barnum said, there's one born every day. So people are sending money to that. I guess he was talking about you. I'm just saying. Take care.
All right, let me
Fuck him. That nigga said he was a successful president.
All facts, man.
Fuck that nigga.
Let me start with the lead. Let me start with the lead. First and foremost, this nigga's daughter is talking to him.
Right. Right. Okay.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's the news story right there. They go, hold on, stop the fucking presses. OJ's daughter is having conversations with his ass.
Right.
I don't know.
After he allegedly killed her mom.
I don't know if it's that mom, if it's that daughter. I don't know. I don't know.
You talking about the Kardashians? Allegedly, he might be the.
Oh, yeah, it might be Kim.
That's what I'm saying. Allegedly, he might be the father of one of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
It might be Kim. I don't know. I just like how this nigga effortlessly pissed off Republicans, then pissed off Democrats, and then pissed off Republicans some more.
I like that too.
That nigga, he had shots for everybody.
That last line where he was like, he was a successful president, I was like, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Hey, we just talked about the biggest success he felt he had for his side.
I mean, he did. I mean,
he had it. He came in. He got it done.
We don't like it, but if from the other side of the field, that nigga was successful.
Yeah.
I mean, he was. You can't deny that shit.
Successful.
You talking about corruption? That nigga appointed justices that did what they wanted done.
Yeah, you talk about lower courts as far as federal, and then also at the fucking Supreme Court. That nigga a Hall of Fame white man. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. I mean, we ain't got like it here. We will not like it here. But if you talk about niggas that got it done for their fucking party, he got it done for his fucking party.
That nigga came in and ran the play.
That
motherfucker in with the play and he ran it.
He hit the hole, didn't he?
Hey, I don't know, Joe Montana, Marshall Faulk, Tom Brady, whoever you want to name him as, nigga, he is that for they party, nigga. Sorry.
And he ran the motherfucking play, boy.
Do I hate him? Yes.
Yeah.
Was he good for his party? Unfortunately, yes.
Most votes a Republican president ever got.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are all facts. As Joe would say, FAX. Facts. Yes. I mean, I
got that from Will Hop, so I can't claim credit for that.
Will Hop. Oh,
I got that from Will Hop.
Oh, good shit. But yeah,
what up,
man.
Will?
Yeah.
But yeah, that last line kind of hit me. Like, I didn't know if he was saying that he thought he was successful or if he was just pointing out that he was successful. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, OJ just had it for all. Everybody can get it today.
I think
fire.
I think that nigga OJ was thinking about him being a successful businessman in the 80s, and that nigga words got crossed up, and that nigga confused himself.
Moving. Always. Targets. I just started laughing because of the pregame conversation. Carson Pickett becomes the first player with the limb difference to play for United States women's national team. The 28-year-old who was born without part of her left arm has played for the North Carolina Courage, because she got courage, in the National Women's Soccer League said.
I mean, I don't know. I know this is supposed to be fuckery.
It's not fuckery.
It's not even supposed to be fuckery, dog.
We in the sports section.
I mean, I think I don't know, man. I'm not finding it as funny as y'all finding it.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
Not funny at all.
It's not funny.
I feel like she's an athlete, she has something that's limited her to doing some other sports, so she chose to do something where she could be a little bit more on an even foot.
Yeah. Nigga, stop it.
God damn it, Joe.
Fucking dick. Anyway.
Why are you looking at me like that? Hold up. I just
I was about to be kind of upset. I was like, man, we could have kept this kind of light. He's about to get all serious with it, and then you did that.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready.
North Carolina Courage in the National Women's Soccer League since February 2021 when she was traded to whatever. I don't know.
It's a very cool little story, man.
It's a good story.
It is a good story.
It remind me like Jim Abbott, who was pitching for the Yankees back in the day.
Yeah, a sport where you need two hands.
Yeah, I'm saying. Well, I mean,
do you have a designated hitter?
You need two hands in soccer. Yeah, you need two hands in soccer.
If you're the goalie.
To do the throws.
Yeah, you got to throw it. Yeah. Okay.
Does everybody do that? I don't even know how the game works.
Obviously,
is there a designated person?
But usually, I mean, it's like whoever's close to the ball usually does.
Yeah. So she could. Yeah.
So that's at a disadvantage there. But I mean, you know,
possibly.
I don't know, man. I think it's cool.
No, it's cool. But come on, even you made your joke, nigga. Stop.
I made the joke. But no. It was low hanging fruit, so I had to pick it. Well, you know, I believe the rest of the sentence, though. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's good. I mean, I get it. Yeah, she is fucking exceeding in a sport where you don't need hands.
Right. So she's probably an athlete. You know, had she had full use of all of her limbs, maybe she'd have been playing another sport. But she chose to focus her energy this way because she could be, competitive there.
She got strong legs. Strong right arm. Hell of a hook. Anyway, moving back. Listerine, Brown. Let's go.
Look, ain't too many things in life realer than this right here. The Brown Listerine? The Brown Listerine plays zero games. It's not here to make you feel better. It's not here to put on a little fancy show and good taste. The Brown Listerine is all business. It will erase from your mouth everything you've ever eaten, every person you've ever kissed. It will erase every word you've ever said. You could put Brown Listerine in the gas tank. It'll give you 20 miles. You could throw Brown Listerine on Jason Voorhees' hockey mask. He will be down for the count. If you got baptized in Brown Listerine, all sins are forgiven. Jesus himself couldn't change Brown Listerine. Brown Listerine is serious business with a bank account and the LLC. They use Brown Listerine in torture tactics. They gonna get the nuclear launch codes. I ain't telling y'all a damn thing. Well, you're not gonna tell us, huh? Hey, get the Brown Listerine in here. The launch codes are LBX 316/12345.
You haven't made a restaurant, so where you cook?
Hey, that shit was good. I was part of this.
When the last time y'all seen Brown Listerine?
Nigga, they got rid of Brown Listerine, nigga.
Yes, indeed.
Is it gone?
Yeah,
I have not seen Brown
They still have it. Every so often, I feel like I just gotta try it just to like.
Oh
God! So I
got
like guts.
That is straight alcohol.
I have not seen Brown Listerine. Well, actually, I mean, I'm out here with you white folks, so I have definitely not seen Brown Listerine. They're not ready for Brown Listerine.
Is it black thing?
I think it is. Up at this point in time, it's like Night Train, fucking Steel Reserve,
yes,
and Brown Listerine. That's the only thing we keeping up.
I ain't seen Brown Listerine.
I ain't seen Brown Listerine. Let me tell you something. I went to Target today. It wasn't nothing but blue shit out there. Wasn't nothing brown. Wasn't no brown nothing.
Hold on,
I'll take a picture next time.
It's like CRT.
Just to walk.
Just to reminisce. Get a small bottle.
It's like
don't get the big bottle.
Hey, it's
a
like
small bottle.
Critical race theory. They got rid of brown Listerine for sure.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I have not. I mean, like we all question it right now. Like I've not.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't
in a
seen
while.
like since the 80s, nigga.
90s.
There's a wino somewhere that has one last bottle of brown Listerine. He holding on to it. Yeah, for sure. Okay, that's pretty good though. That's pretty. We watched that. Keeping it. You ain't seen this one?
No, I haven't seen this one.
We put in chat group with the roach.
Yeah,
I missed it. I missed it.
This is wild, nigga. Hold on, let me turn the volume on. I always gotta turn the volume down because Chrome sometimes be so intrusive.
Don't say anything because I'm finna go to bed and I'm waiting for it all to dry so I can wash it off my face, okay? So I was at my mom's house, right? And she kept telling us like somebody keeps ringing her doorbell at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, that's weird. But every time she went to go check, she couldn't find out who it was. So we was over there asleep because it was like late. It was probably like 4 o'clock in the morning. And somebody rings the doorbell. So I'm like, God, I'm friendly. So I go to look at the camera on my...
And shout out to this young lady. I don't know if she had goggles on while she was filming her bukkake scene, but shout out to her.
It's a goddamn roach. Bro. I had to go show my mom so she knew that we was all seeing the same thing. So we looking at it, and it's looking at us, and we looking back at it, and it's looking at us like, bitch, open the door. Oh. What?
I love it. That's dirty.
It was an actual fucking roach on the
fucking
ring
roach.
doorbell.
Roach like out there like, I know TT in there. Till that bitch come to the door. I just go through the tabs, y'all. I just go through the tabs. The thing is, these people will, when we have reviews on the show, they be like the host of the show, blah blah blah. I be like, no, these niggas send me this shit. These niggas
Yeah, but sometimes it just be for entertainment. Nah, you sent the roach shit. Don't do that.
Hold on, I sent the roach shit. You laugh, but but also we have a pregame where niggas will say no.
We didn't go through the fucking fuckery on the pregame.
I just deleted, but a lot. Once again, I'll say. These niggas send me a lot of shit. Hey, y'all, Boomerang. Hey, everybody on his podcast is old as fuck. Boomerang is 30 years old.
Damn.
Y'all don't feel no way about that?
Oh, yeah, I'm glad. I mean...
I see Joe stroking the gray hairs on his beard. I'm stroking the gray hairs on my beard. I don't think... maybe Lady Lavender and Kim gave their beards. I don't know. 10 has put his display up. I know he got gray hairs.
One thing as I was reading this that made me feel not so bad is that I didn't see this movie when it first came out. There's no way that I was watching this when it first came out. So, but I've seen it many times since, so it doesn't really feel like it's been...
You old nigga, stop.
I'm trying to remember when I even first saw it.
You old nigga.
I can't recall. Well, I know I'm old because, Usher's My Way came out 25 years ago, and I do remember that.
I didn't see Imitation of Life when it first came out either, but I have seen it.
We were quoting Malcolm X earlier, and I'm sure that's Malcolm X.
Yeah.
I am Malcolm X. Anyway, shout out to them. That's good shit. And I'm sure just like they did the Harlem Nights, they probably shit on this movie too. Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck everybody.
Excellent movie.
Yes, it was.
Damn it.
Can I just have a moment of transparency? This is Honey Buns, and folks who know me in real life know that I ain't seen this damn movie.
You ain't seen Boomerang?
Do I need to repeat myself? Is like my audio fucking up, or you just need me to repeat it to say it?
It's how you come. It's how you come from the future or the past. I can't tell which one it is.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen the movie in real life. Haven't seen it.
In real life or another life?
Hey, we need to put that card game back
Yeah,
out.
card game. Card game. Card game. Card game. Card game.
I'm not people loser.
So even they laughing is like, wait a minute, nigga, what?
Last year at some point, sometime during last year, I rewatched it again, and it still holds up. I mean, there's some stuff where you're like, bro, this is definitely old school. This is definitely 90s, but it's still a decent movie. And it's kind of cute seeing the people in the movie way back then, because almost everybody from that movie got real big.
Yes.
Kim, didn't you reference a character from the movie?
Yeah, I know the important parts of the movie, but I've never sat down and watched the movie.
So you
I'm more
fronting.
of a soundtrack person, so I know the movie because of the soundtrack.
I probably got the CD of the soundtrack in the next room.
Fruit.
Yeah, I definitely have it.
Oh, it's okay.
But,
it's okay.
Ooh, Kim,
okay.
I have to take you and watch that movie with you.
That's how you show support.
Yeah.
Ken said he's gonna coach me.
And then that's how you get the blessing in your guts.
If you didn't see that one coming at you real slow, you need to get back in the barricade. That pitch was coming. I don't know what you was doing. I don't know what you was doing, Ken.
It wasn't a pitch. It's a bunch of eggplant emojis just coming right at you. Foof, 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 foof.
Hate y'all. I hate y'all niggas. I hate y'all. Ah, shit.
Okay, you know what? Let's get this shit out the way. So, I haven't seen the original video. It'll be my first time. There was a great debate on nigga Twitter about the McDonald's for kids.
AC still on?
Huh?
AC still on?
Nah, he dropped. He dropped. I just realized he dropped out like 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna play the video and we go from there. So I guess we got to preface it. God damn it, I've been drinking.
Preface.
Anyway, preface. Thank you, sir. Yes. So a week earlier this week, there was a video put out. Come to find out that it was fake anyway, but it did lend to an interesting conversation about if you were a woman or a man and he has kids, and if the other kids are hungry, do you bring food for all the kids and all this shit like that? Very, very interesting. Matter of fact, when I went to take the boys to get their hair cut, that kid came up, and I was just like, I don't want to talk about this shit with you. I don't know you niggas. Cut my kid's hair so I can leave. But, but here we are.
One thing at McDonald's, but what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids at McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to
You know, hold on.
Look, there you go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet.
Hold on. Damn it. Damn it. Everyone be quiet. There we go.
Every fucking day my daddy come here with one fucking meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids at McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there you go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kid?
So yes, and
there's a lot more to that video.
Is there more?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess there's other clips.
There's parts. Yeah.
I don't know if he wanted to see all
You
that.
know I don't get my food stamps to the 7th.
Lisa, is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out, though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping yourself?
Also, like, I didn't see the original video, but the clear giveaway should have been the fact that either she was at a barbershop that she was living at, or whatever, because there was like literally like words on the windows and doors when he was pulling up.
Right.
So where you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings. Them are his siblings, though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings, and they're not eating on McDonald's. Why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him eat.
No. He's not finna eat that at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you're telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. They were your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? So you know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine.
Yeah, you know I don't get my food.
The best thing that I heard today was from Uncle Damon, who ain't been on the show in a minute. He said, how we don't know that kid don't like his siblings. He might have told his daddy, let them niggas starve. I was cooking. I said, that's a good point.
Video.
Huh?
Instagram. There's a video on Instagram where this woman is telling her son, that she's pregnant, and he refers to his siblings as her other children. Like, he's like, I don't even get along with your other children. And she's like, your brother and sister. And he's like, your other children. And he was like super adamant. So that could be a valid point.
He better start a podcast talking about the brothers that ain't breaking bread.
The brothers that ain't. Yeah. David brought that up. Uncle D brought that up. He was like, maybe you don't understand. Maybe that nigga don't fuck with his siblings. Maybe he said, hey, daddy, let them niggas deserve hunger.
Did baby daddy pull up in a blue Monte Carlo?
Yeah, baby daddy pulled up in the blue Monte.
Okay, that was the first take from the video, and I just want to throw out there that her food stamp date changed. She said the 7th at first, and then she turned around and said the 11th. So, but I think this is a parody. But yeah, it sparked a lot of interest. A lot of dudes was like, well, if he can't afford to feed her family, then he don't need to be coming over there. And I was like, all sounds reportable to me.
The third one, she accepted the food and then threw it out on the sidewalk.
Part 3.
Oh, you watching it?
You ever watch it?
Day my baby daddy come here.
That's part 1.
I clicked on part 3. I don't understand what's happening here. I don't understand why the links do not work the way they're supposed to. That's part 1. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? It's not on here. Fuck it.
We get it. What do y'all feel? I mean, do you think a baby daddy need to support all 4 kids?
Nope. No.
Elaborate.
Because he didn't have those other kids. He's taking care. He's doing his responsibilities. He's taking care of his responsibility, and and things like that. But it's not. He does. It would be a good gesture that he does, but he's not required to bring food. Bring food or gifts or anything for those other kids because that's not his responsibilities.
I guess required would be the key word. But then also, the thing with these online skits and all this shit like that, there's a lot of gray area. Like, what's the relationship? And also, I don't know, are we together? But then again, it's obvious that they're not together.
No,
I don't know. It's a hard...
Should she allow the baby daddy to bring McDonald's to her son?
I don't know.
No.
You know what? I'm having a Zoom call with everybody, nigga.
No.
Everybody get on the phone. All the baby daddy. We're going to have a baby daddy meeting, nigga. And I'm like, what you other niggas doing? And why y'all ain't doing it?
That's a good question, though. That's a good question, Joe. Should she allow the baby daddy to bring the McDonald's to the, I mean, to me, that's up to the mother. You know, but my thing is the father's not...
Kim forehead started wrinkling. I want to hear what she got to say.
She's still trying to wait for something in her guts.
Shut up. No, I'm not waiting for nothing. I actually was thinking about a dude that I was talking to, and he had a plethora of kids. And for whatever reason...
Why are you talking about me, ma'am?
No, I'm not talking about you. But y'all, ironically, anyway, I'm not going to go there. So the baby's mother were like, he had, multiple children with multiple women. And one of the moms didn't like the fact that I was feeding her kids. Like, me and him, we were talking, I would be over there or whatever. I'm not gonna cook for him and not cook for the children. And she had real problem that I was cooking for her kids. And I was like, well, just because I use more than salt and pepper doesn't, constitute that, I just cook better. Like, it's okay.
Why you give these context clues that you was...
No, she just didn't know how to cook. She just didn't know how to cook.
Oh, you said salt and pepper, though. That's different.
You said more than salt and pepper. That sounded like you... That's shade.
What?
It's a lot of women. It's a lot of brown skinned women of color that don't know how to cook. She just didn't know how to cook.
What color was
she? She was black. I don't talk to dudes that date outside their race.
Okay.
So like that's me personally. So no, that wasn't his go get. Like all his kids was by beautiful black women, but this one just had beef with me because I could cook, and her kids liked my cooking, and so. I mean, that is a valid argument. Like, people get in their feelings about nourishment of their children, but I don't know if he has to. I think if he
he doesn't have to.
My question: Should she accept the gesture from him for his son?
He's nourishing his child.
Yeah, in front of the other siblings.
He said, "Bring my son to my car. I'll feed him there."
Yeah, but so the kids know you come back all full with your lips greasy, talking about all the McDonald's you done got from your dad. That ain't, kids talk. These kids talk.
Kids talk. Life is not fair, and that's a horrible way to learn that life is not fair. I see both sides of the argument. I see her side, but since maybe you need to stretch them stamps out a little bit further or something. Maybe you need to supplement your income instead of passing out these cookies for free. I'm making some assumptions, but it can get a little dicey. People get in their feelings around their kids and doing for all. But then on the flip, like, does she keep all her kids at the same time, or do the dads have them? Does she have a free weekend? So does she really care what they're doing when they're with their dads? It could go both ways.
I mean, I don't. To me, if it was that kind of situation, the other dads would have been there. I mean, I know it's a parody and it's like a whatever, but if it's a thing where you got a call to feed the kids and then you mad because another nigga didn't bring more food, I would infer that other dads are not present fully.
I know it's a parody now.
Yes.
I think that she has valid points. I don't think that you should have to accept the food from the dad just because he made a choice, especially if it's on her time. You know what I'm saying? If the kids are with her, she should be making the choice as to what they eat and don't eat. If he wants to bring McDonald's, that needs to be okayed with her. You know what I'm saying?
I see your point. Yeah.
And so when he has a kid, he want to get McDonald's, go with God, do your thing. But when the kid is with her, she needs to be having final say on that. And so the problem I do have, though, is the communication style. To it, you know what I'm saying? And this is, it's a parody, and a lot of people thought it was real because this is how we communicate. We fucking jump him at the door. You know what I'm saying? He unprepared for the conversation. You already had the conversation in your head. 30 times, and he walking into the conversation for the first time, and you jump down his throat.
Right.
And then expect him to be rational. He's on the defensive. You know what I'm saying? I think if you communicate and say, hey, if you're going to McDonald's, I need you to either bring something for everybody or don't do it. Or if you need me to cover the other 3 kids, whatever, you know what I'm saying, do what you need to do. But, you know, I think that's a legacy of black trauma that we have, and our communication skills are lacking, and that's a problem we have. So,
yeah, but...
So you're saying he should let his son be hungry?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What makes you think that the kid wasn't going to be able to eat?
She says she doesn't get her food stamps until the 7th, and then she says she doesn't get her food stamps until the 11th.
To me, I believe that. Like, Like, she made it a point to point out, I can't provide.
She's saying, I can't provide for our kids.
She said that, yes, after he brought the food. He bought the food before the conversation began, though.
So you're saying that the only reason why he brought the food was because it was a regularly planned thing, and he should be bringing it for all of them across the board?
That's not what I said. 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 Don't put words in my mouth.
Okay, I said a question mark on that. My bad.
I said that it's her time, and she has final say.
Yeah, but you can't. To me, though, like as a co-parent, whatever. When I have my boys or my kids, whatever, when they hear, unfortunately.
Here's the answer to that question.
Yeah.
If she can't feed the fucking kids, he need to go to court and claim custody.
Right, but don't call me and then be upset with the meal.
Okay, so beyond that, if it's her time,
it's her
she has
time.
final say on that.
If it's your time, though, don't call me and say bring something when I bring it.
I don't think she didn't.
No.
The context was that he does it every day because he wants to.
Yeah, but why did the food stamps come into question? Why was that part of the thing?
Because it was a fucking joke. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a poorly formed joke. So once again, this how niggas get into disagreements on Twitter.
Right. So I'm saying it's the communication piece.
Yeah. So to me, if you call me and say my kid's hungry. Whatever I bring,
we don't have evidence that happened.
No, to me, what I heard was that he did it because he did it, but once she started fucking with other people, that's when he got like. Cause this is nothing that came out of it all too, like this whole thing. Like he did it for all the kids, but when she started fucking with another nigga, that's when he said, "I'm just gonna bring it for my own kid."
I didn't get that from the video at all.
No. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying on Twitter. All this other shit came out. Then it finally came out that this is a fucking skit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And once again, what I bring is what I bring. And if you don't want me to bring it, then say don't bring it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think she could have said don't bring it in a fashion that was not nearly as traumatic and dramatic as it was.
All right. Yeah. I don't know. Like to me, I said like for me when I got my babies, I don't call nobody. Don't call me unless there's something happening. Unless your house burning down, and I ain't got it, and I can't bring my babies back to your house. When that time that we said I'm supposed to bring them back comes.
Now the kid calling and telling him about I'm hungry, Daddy, can you bring me something?
That's totally different.
Yeah. Now we got a different conversation.
That's a different conversation. That's when we got to get on Skype.
But this one sounds like he trying to be a good dad, and he just trying to bring food for his kids and fuck them other kids.
Right.
I think if she cool with it, it's fine. If she not cool with it, that got to be fine too.
It's like circle of life, nigga. That's not my pride.
Did you hit us with the circle of life from the Lion King?
Circle of life. Hey, nigga, I'm here for Simba.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to say that I was reading into the video because I think I kind of got caught up on what was being, talked about in social media, and they were kind of assigning a backstory to it. But that's my fault. Yeah.
That's me too.
I think the backstory that they assigned to it was like she couldn't afford groceries, and she called her baby daddy and said, "Hey, I can't afford groceries. Can you bring some food?" And so like that's the backstory that I heard, and I think that's what I was going off of. But if you solely looking at this video, yeah, I totally see where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't get involved in the whole, like, they didn't put something up in the group, and I didn't understand it at first, and then Like, I started seeing shit about McDonald's, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Then I finally saw the video. So I really engaged with it from the video first, not the social media shit. You know what I'm saying? So, looking at the facts of the case, I mean, I think she was well within her right to refuse it, but I think also that she brought some bullshit out here. And that's how we communicate sometimes. And that's the tragic part. You know what I'm saying? That's why co-parenting is not easy. Communication lines get broken down. So
agreed. Yeah, but circle of life. Yeah. Anyway, hold up. Oh shit. Why am my computer charging? I don't know what's happening. The tabs have been tabulated. Any caveats out there, y'all?
I fucked that shit up. I was pitching backwards. I had to fuck her at the beginning and try to get serious at the end. Right then.
Yeah, nigga got sober at the end. What kind of nigga,
the whole time.
What kind of nigga is you? How you gonna get sober at the end of the show, nigga?
Nigga, I didn't keep drinking. I just drank. I didn't keep drinking. Should have drunk to a coma.
Yeah, whatever. It's good. We here. I don't know what happened to AC, but you know, I hope all's good. Hope all's good, man. Prayers and love to his family, man. Of course.
Peace be with him.
Yes. Anybody? Caveats? Things to say? Things not to, I guess you don't say them. Whatever. If you have kids with a man or a woman that has several kids, bring McDonald's for everybody, I guess. That way you don't end up on Twitter or on our show being talked about. Or don't bring McDonald's. Cook a meal. Cook a whole meal for other niggas that you probably don't like.
Red beans
with
and rice.
salt and pepper and
because
garlic powder.
I don't like
powder.
everybody's kids, so I don't know if I could make that meal because I hate humans, and here we are. I even hate little humans. Yeah. Anyway, don't be frowning at me, Miss Kim. Fuck them little niggas too. And they mamas and daddies.
You're just angry.
I'm not angry. I just accept the fact that when the sun melts and we just die, that's what's gonna happen. Anyway, where are we at? Anybody else? I know Lady Lavender's rubbing her puppy's leg. Hope the puppy's leg is okay. 10's probably plotting on the way to get to Miss Honeybun's house. Wow. And Joe Jeff is waiting to open up the other bottle. I pretty much summarized the episode. Anyway, I thank you guys for your time. Slim AC, man. Yeah, man. To your family, to you, bruh. Thanks for coming on to the show. I know you had to dip out, but man, love and prayers to you and yours, man. That's heavy.
It is.
It is. As we get out of here, man, Lady Lavender, Miss Honeybuns, 10 meters, half of the Buzz of Doom, Joe Pye. I'm the KC Stork. I've been drinking. You know what? Can we cut?
We can. Probably won't.
But there was a silence. I was like, cut.
No.
And come back.
Yeah.
Anyway, fuck it, man. Fuck it all. Fuck it all.
Depends on what I'm doing tomorrow.
It depends on what you do tomorrow. Right. Fuck it all. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck America. Fuck all this shit. I'm tired of white people talking about what you doing for the 4th. Nigga, I'm trying to survive. That's what I'm doing for the 4th because you bitches might come and just kick in my door and decide that I don't need none of this shit and ship me and my people back to Africa. That's where I'm at right now in this life. Anyway,
What they say they're called? What's that? No, we don't call it that. What is that called when you get involuntarily moved? That was the second.
Involuntary relocation?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Voluntary relocation.
Fuck everybody. Except for you niggas. I like y'all. Triple B Podcast, Brothers Breaking Bread. Never, ever, ever miss a moment to break bread with your brothers.
Hey,
but
caveat.
oh, God damn it.
Shit.
I mean, damn it. Sorry.
I mean, I appreciate you cleaning up the language there, sir.
I try.
Thank you. Not blaspheming.
Sir.
But, it's July.
It is July.
It is July.
You know what that means, right?
It's season.
Can we do it next week? Or we got to do it now?
Ken, what you think?
Wait a minute. Y'all just gave me a name this damn week, and now
Miss
y'all wanna
Honey
start
Buns,
pitching
we
out?
need
this week. What are you talking about?
It just got added, okay? It just got official. You don't remember that conversation from last week, Joe?
Girl, I was drunk. I don't remember none of the shit we talked about last week.
I know you don't. See,
Well,
that's
Miss
what I'm
Honey
talking
Buns, you need Miss Honey Buns, Miss Honey Buns.
Yes.
You need to have mid-season, mid-year shit ready. Why you got so much ice in your cup? And why is the ice so much louder than your voice?
Of the show. Stop playing. Come on.
First and foremost, I stay ready. We can do this
Exactly. Well,
shit
let's do
right
it
now.
then. You ready? Let's go.
Let's go then.
We doing
it. What you talking about?
Go. See, you lucky
Hey,
I can't
nominate
see
something.
shit.
Nominate something then. What's up?
I'm not ready.
Oh, okay. Chen said he's not ready, so therefore we're not ready.
Oh, man, that sounds like an excuse.
You two.
That's not an excuse.
You two
it's reality.
co-conspirating January 6 niggas.
First and foremost, now you getting out of hand. Now,
It's out of pocket, bro.
Huh?
Now, take
I'm
that
always
back.
in the pocket.
What you say? You ready?
I'd already go to bed right now. What you talking about?
I know.
I could tell she's looking at you. I can't see shit on this screen, but I can
She
tell
over
she's
here.
looking
She over here. Yeah, like a
Her teeth look great though.
No.
Teeth look
I
great.
took some DQuil or NyQuil a little bit ago, and it's like kicking in.
Is that what they call it?
Hey, I didn't want to tell y'all this, but she has had a fucking addiction before we were dating.
It's not an addiction. It's right now. Like I
Whenever a nigga say it's not an addiction, but then mention they still drinking it, that's an addiction.
I'm not drinking it. I took it so I could go to bed. It wasn't even the drink one. It was the pill.
Hold on. Is that
Nah, it's an elixir.
I don't know. She put NyQuil on ice.
She looked like she been kicking it with Brittany Griner.
Sipping on the drink, sipping on the drink, sipping on the drink, sipping on the drink.
All right. Ready or not, we'll do it next week.
No, for sure. Niggas need to have we have to do it next week.
Yes.
We have to because it's mid-season review.
Yeah.
Okay.
To have the discussion next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like go through topics. Look at the.
But let's not act like I didn't tell niggas like 3 weeks ago, a month ago that this shit was coming and it was time for this.
It's the holiday weekend.
Holiday weekend.
The holiday weekend. We had a member who definitely contributes every week, who had a passing, and I know he wants to be a part of it.
Right.
So yeah, man. That everybody needs to have, and if you don't, just nod your head and agree. But everybody next week go through this year's half year's shows and have your nominations ready.
Okay.
All right.
Like for real.
Okay.
And I goofed. So Nikki wants me to say this, and I meant to say this at the beginning. My apologies. We'll have to let Slim know.
When I said caveat, she didn't say nothing.
No, I mean it just slipped my mind. I'm sorry. I'm joking. I'm joking. So July 10th. I think I told y'all the 24th, but we're actually needing to record with you all July 10th. So
next week.
I know.
That's Sunday.
I usually
This
do.
next Sunday.
I know.
Sipping on the drink.
And I get paid fun of for
tell her we'll come record with her.
Ooh.
When she come record with us.
Ooh. Right. Cause we giving her two.
What's up with that? What's up with that? Cause we've been over there already.
You know what? I'm gonna tell her that too, and she gonna.
Well, what's the topic though, so I can prepare? Booty cheeks?
No, not booty cheeks, love. I'll send you what it is. I'll send a picture of it. It's
booty
the
cheek.
consequences of.
As long as it's not blessings in the guts.
No blessings in the guts.
Can y'all do a show about that though?
That's not a topic that we have
unpacking
mixed company with.
gut blessings.
We don't have mixed company when we talk about
blessings in the gut.
Good night, y'all.
Wow,
Many
stop.
blessings.
Oh no. What's the show topic for real though? Sorry.
I can't really for real. Like I'm half asleep. I can't remember the topic.
never
I will
mind.
send it to y'all. I promise.
Okay. So people have homework.
Do we need advance notice, or can we come in and freestyle?
Freestyle.
No, you can come. You can come in and freestyle.
Okay, there you go.
We don't oppose to that.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, we all have homework. Review this year's episodes, and if you forget, you can go back to our review shows to find the categories.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, I think I got them somewhere.
It'll be in the show notes.
Be in the show notes.
For those episodes, yeah.
Yeah, I already did the outro. I gotta do it again?
Nope.
Man, Triple B, Brothers Breaking Bread with they sisters.
You ain't go.
Huh?
You ain't go Lady Lavender.
Lady Lavender.
Honey Buns, 10 meters.
Petty A. Honey Buns. The Diddler.
Damn.
Joe motherfucking Jefferson. I am the KC. Huh?
Go ahead. No.
I don't know what's happening. We gotta get out of here. It's late. Yeah. All right. We out.
Hey, it's July.
No shit.
Oh, yeah.
So we doing mid-year? I don't know if anybody did any prep work for it.
I did not. I've been cheering and work.
Like I said, I had opened the tab. Open the what you calls. I didn't do any work.
I don't know, but I didn't do any pre-work. But shit, nigga, I listen to every episode, and I got a good ass memory, so we can definitely. Even though I didn't even know it was going down, but you know.
Yeah, sometimes we just go through the show notes on the scrolling through the fucking app.
Yeah.
And say, oh yeah, what about this one?
Yeah, I've listened to every show backwards, since that time. So.
Yeah, me too. So if y'all want to do it, I'm with it.
Okay. We can wing it. I can wing it.
Or do we want to wait till everybody's present? What's up with the ladies?
I don't know. I sent the text to the group and called everybody, and then
we the only ones that showed up.
Yeah, and then when I called, everybody came back unavailable. Well, at least like one of them to be on to do the mid show.
Oh, here we go. She talking about other shit.
Yeah.
You're talking about Lauryn Hill.
Yeah. So come on, so 10 can finish with your request.
I don't know, man, but she turned out to be my nigga, man. She been checking on a nigga regularly.
Yeah. She does that.
She does what?
She been checking on a nigga regularly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she turned out to be my nigga, man. She good people.
Oh yeah.
She is.
She real good people.
She's good people.
Very good people.
For sure.
Hey man, if you play this shit right, bro, she might send you a honey bun cake.
Right.
I don't need that shit, bro.
I forgot. Yeah, you ain't trying.
You trying to take care of yourself and shit, man.
Man, fuck all that shit, nigga. This is a
Just
bit
take
of
a
week.
piece, man. Just a piece.
I don't know, nigga. I'd pay for every piece of that shit, nigga. 'Cause I went to the gym today and damn near killed myself.
Oh shit.
About 1,800 calories burnt in an hour and a half, nigga.
Damn.
I can't say shit. I drink water and drink and then work out. That's about it. I don't eat no cake.
Look who's there. All right.
Hey.
Go, welcome.
Oh shit. She froze up on
The
us.
queen is here.
Sorry, gents. Sorry.
Hey. You out kicking it?
No, my queen. No, my
There you go. There you go. There you go. Hey, you out kicking it? You ain't got the bonnet on? You got the hair did?
Got the hair down, dog.
Y'all shut up. Shut up.
Why we gotta shut up? Okay.
Why we gotta shut up, Kim?
Damn, you know what?
It's so much going. Okay, I'm gonna mute real quick. All right.
Okay.
There's so much drama in the LBC.
Haha. There's a whole lot of drama in the LBC.
You're not going to Frank from the Gap, are you?
What? What'd you say?
Says you're not going to see Frank from the Gap, is she?
Ooh.
Old Navy.
Ooh.
Old Navy.
Ooh. Old Navy.
Frank from Old Navy. Okay, there you go.
Ooh. All right. Let's go to these 8,000 tabs I got open here.
Oh, no.
More men seeking vasectomies. Wish we could have had Brother D on to talk about it.
You got one?
Hey, verbatim, that nigga said, "Oh, these niggas ain't about to get me caught up, nigga." two weeks later, that nigga hit me up in the text like, "Got it done."
Yeah.
I actually have 4 homeboys that have signed. They're like signed up to go get them done.
Yeah, and
Two
that
of
was
them are not married, and one is engaged, but she's expecting right now.
Yeah.
And then the other one is married.
Yeah, he's like in the Roe versus Wade shit was what led the charge, because I went over there one day and he was just like, "Yeah, man, I'm keeping up with this Supreme Court bullshit, dog. These bitches ain't gonna get me."
Damn.
Okay, I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
Shit, I am not mad at it.
I was partying, and I said, "You ain't gonna get it done." 2 weeks later, that nigga said, "Hit me with the sunglasses emoji." All good, pimp.
All good. See? As you doubted him.
I said, nigga said, "You shooting up blanks in the club?" I said, "Okay, nigga, there's worse things than babies out there, nigga. Be careful."
Yep.
Right.
Got a goddamn head of broccoli going off the tip of your dick.
Not the broccoli.
So
shit.
Okay, I guess we can mention that. I guess. What is this shit? Brittany Griner, overseas in Russia, still talking about it might be what, a couple of months till her trial goes or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
I mean, we talk about what that is.
What's that? What?
Yes, what's new? Yeah, what's new?
Ain't nothing new. I'm just going through the tabs. That's all. That's all I'm doing.
Nothing new, and then.
I mean, Damon. I wish he was on here. He has some interesting insights to it. I mean, she is a woman beater. She has been on several domestic charges, and the woman that she has, and the woman that she was with, that she told her kid the baby with, she left when she got pregnant. Mm-hmm. Damon said if that was a nigga overseas who was beating women, niggas would not be talking about bringing him back. He got some interesting insights on that. I wish he was on the goddamn show. Come on, Damon. He's at work. He's at work right now. But yeah, we have.
My sister graduated school with her.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, she went to my high school.
Oh, okay, damn. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, played ball in my high school.
The best comment I've heard about her though, because I mean we probably ain't gonna talk about it in the new really is. Somebody said on Twitter, "I wonder if Brittany got good dick."
She can buy whichever one she want, man.
At work cooking. I'll be on Twitter cooking. Okay, yeah, there we go. Boom.
There she is.
Hey, I'm trying to get my earbuds to work.
Lady Lavender.
I didn't know you guys were on yet.
Yeah, I rang you.
We gotta check that chat group, sister.
The chat group said I might be ready after 9:30 or something like that.
Negro, this is after 9:30.
Hey, way after 9:30.
That doesn't mean like, okay, 9:30 I'm gonna get on. That means like, hey, I might be ready. I'll let you know when I'm ready to get on.
You're not the only one. I got you on this one.
Wow.
They're not communicating equally amongst all the chats.
Wait a minute, yes we do. I sent them the same message
on the other chat group. Y'all do to that communication, so maybe that's what it is. But that's how we always.
I sent them the same message. I don't understand.
They're saying I might be ready by then. Doesn't mean I'll be on.
Yeah,
they waiting for a confirmation.
You need to stand by.
Is that Ida who entered the chat as an active shooter?
Active shooter.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
I'm just saying. That means stand by.
You say you came in,
but you better
into the classroom.
Call me Donald Trump. Stand by.
Can't let niggas have it.
Right.
My bad. I will make sure I have a itinerary and a specific dossier PowerPoint spreadsheet for you niggas.
Not even that. I mean, I just didn't know if you were still getting on at 9:30. I'm not going to join at 9:30 and then you don't come on until like 10.
Yeah.
After 10 will be after 9:30 though.
Wow.
1 a.m. is after 9:30. So should I wait until 1 a.m. to get on?
Sure. If that's when we get on, that's fine. That'd be after 9:32.
I'd have to have a text that told me that was when you were getting on.
Okay, I will send you a specially formulated text saying we are now getting on.
I don't know about y'all, but I have it on my phone too. So whenever he ring, I get it on my phone, and then I just.
I don't have it on my phone.
Yeah, that's how I end up getting it.
Yeah, I got it on all my devices.
Or someone else will start the call. That's fine. Anyway.
Oh boy.
Because he wasn't on at 9:30 either.
I know. It was like 9:45, 9:50.
Yeah.
Once again, I think the message said after 9:30. But
true.
Yeah, true. These are all facts. These are all.
I'm sorry, man.
All right, kids.
My two under 10. Gotta get them settled. Message said that too. Yeah. All right. Let's go.
Is that the like we're about to start the show message, RJ? Let's go right there.
Maybe.
Okay. I was just making sure I understood the lingo.
That's okay.
I was just messing with you.
I know you are. Might just hang your name from Lady Lavender to Petty A.
Petty A.
Actually, I kind of like that. Some of my family they like spell out my name, like I don't know why, but they do. But I like Petty A instead of ADA.
Petty A.
I might actually adopt that.
There you go. There you go. And you know me, I love pettiness.
Me too.
I love a good petty person. Get the Italian. It's a spicy meatball.
Break bread with your brothers whenever possible.
Tempur-Breeze mattresses make sleep feel cool. And that's why Tempur-Pedic has been ranked #1 in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power 3 years in a row. For a limited time, save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses now at Macy's.
Audio Jungle.
When you hear about opioid overdoses, you probably don't realize half of the nation's overdoses happen in the exact same spot. It's happening right at home. Georgians are accidentally dying in their own homes because people don't understand the dangers of taking an oxy or perk for sleep, stress, or with a glass of alcohol. Learn how to protect your family from opioid overdose at opioidresponse.info. This message is brought to you by Georgia DBHDD.
Your favorite band's about to play a sold-out show. You got in.
Over here!
With a friend. And found a spot close enough to see the set list. They're definitely playing your song. When you're with Amex, it's not if it's going to happen, but when. American Express. Don't live life without it.
And thank you guys for tuning in to the Realist to the Visionary News. And what we have going on now, guys, is a website. You can now join us at therealistthevisionary.com. That's right, therealistthevisionary.com. What we really want you to do is to click that first tab on top that says community chat, make a username, and join our community chat. Drop nothing but knowledge.
Facts. You guys can drop scriptures, news articles, and YouTube links, or pretty much anything pertaining to truth. So go ahead, check out the website, therealistthevisionary.com. Flood up our community chat, alright? Talk to us about anything. And check out the other features on our website. Live streams coming soon.
Coming soon.
Woo, woo, woo. So thank you guys. Go ahead, check it out. Cheer. Peace and blessings, everybody. The Realist.
The Visionary.
The Realist.
The Visionary.
The Realist.
The Visionary.
The realist.
And the Visionary.
And the Visionary. And this show is brought to you by
StruggleLife.net. Go get your new fits on StruggleLife.net.
Word, my name is Tina and I'm the Realist.
And your boy Dutch the Visionary.
Yes, welcome new listeners. Please do us a favor. Follow us on TikTok and IG at The Realist the Visionary. And head over to our website at www.therealistthevisionary.com. Check out our entire website. Hop in the chat. Show us some love. Head over to The Righteous Speaks and participate. All right. 2 weeks ago, we asked you guys, did Yah reveal his purpose for your life? And thank you for those who participated. We will play it towards the end. Okay.
Okay.
So, you have any news before we get into the episode?
Yeah.
What you got?
There was this black judge, Supreme Court judge, who dropped the gem on niggas' heads, and people were just in disbelief, which is the terrible desensitization that we have going on right now, that now they could tell us the truth in plain sight like they've been doing, and you will just choose to believe it or not. But pretty much he has said that the reason why a lot of states was denying the COVID-19 vaccines was because the vaccines had it had pieces of aborted fetal tissues in it. He said this is straight up. This is nothing new though. We've been told niggas that shit 2020. You know what I mean?
Saying this for
been saying that shit for a minute. But this black U.S. Supreme Court judge who decides to drop that bomb on niggas, and then they made him retract his statements. But he already said it, and people were just like, "Oh my God, why would he say that? He's crazy." And I'm like, yo, y'all really are just living in disbelief to another level. They have the COVID-19 vaccines for kids out, of course. The Florida governor, he is not accepting none of them shits for the kids under the age of 5. He think it's inhumane, and no one asks why. They just try to use, because he's a Republican. Like, I really try to come up with excuses for everything when they tell you the truth in plain sight. Like, these rich ass motherfuckers got time to keep playing with you. Because don't get it twisted. There's rich people who ain't with the bullshit. There's rich people who are with the bullshit. You know what I mean? In my opinion, you will find people who who have this, who's in these realms, who have these powers, who have the power, or whatever the case might be, and they're not going with the narrative. there's like for those who like there is a, I'm not gonna say like a good and bad quote unquote Illuminati. I'm not gonna say it like that, but there's the Illuminati niggas who are with the bullshit, and then there's niggas who just,
it's a dividing evil.
Right. It's a dividing evil. Right. But there's people who are just not with it. They're like, nah, we got power too. Why could we? And I ain't gonna say they followed the Most High, whatever the case might be. Let's just say they followed a positive path in their in their realm. They didn't go, swear their booty in to the devil. They actually followed the path and got to a certain platform that they needed to get to, when they have enough money and power to influence the right way. There are people out there like that. You have to come across them. You have to know when you come across them.
It depends on the amount of money. Because if it's a certain amount, I'm going to disagree. There's millionaires who, like what you're saying, yeah, they did X, Y, Z to work their way. But I'm talking about when it gets past a certain point, the brotherhood just, they work their way. They're not allowing nobody with a certain type of power to maneuver if they don't got their hands on them. That's why I'm just saying I disagree. It depends on the amount of money. You're not going to get somebody who's a billionaire that is going to sit here and say something crazy. That judge probably don't make that much money, and look what they made him retract. So no, they control everybody.
Right, but he still, he said what he said pretty much,
But he still had to retract it, just like how Nick Cannon and all these other evil celebrities want to tell people that they're Hebrew, they always make them retract it because their hands are in the pockets. Well, the Jewish hands are in their pockets. Right, well, because
at the end of the day, the higher powers still have the power. You know what I'm saying? Like Nick said the bullshit. Like, these Jewish niggas don't cut his checks at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So it's not like he had his own way of making money. So he had retracted. You see what happened with him? Made him sacrifice his kid. The nigga had 2 more kids. All this other crazy shit. The nigga is just a hot ass mess. You know what I mean?
That's the point that I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It gets to pass a certain amount of money, you're involved.
You're involved.
Whether you like it or not, or you're just not going to elevate or they're going to take away what you built if you're not going to be a part of it.
Right. But now, but I refuse to let them have that much power and leverage, in my opinion. I feel like there is people out there who still, they could try all they want. If anything, they just don't got the influence that they need, but these people can't touch what they built, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, I always remind you, the internet is one thing, but they can't stop real life. You know what I mean? So, but outside of that, I don't really got much new news for anybody. I'm not too tapped in with the Matrix nowadays. You feel me? I'm kind of living in like a real life, not a real world, but I'm just kind of focused on what's physically happening versus what's going on the computers and the internet.
Yeah. Also, so we have a big announcement to make. Yes, everybody needs to definitely give a round of applause. So this actual month of July is going to be a month of love, okay? It's going to be Summer of Love, and we are introducing a new segment on our podcast. It's called Lessons of Love, and with this actual segment, we are going to be interviewing righteous couples to pick their minds about dating, life, marriage in these end times. All right, so we've had the privilege to actually interview 3 couples, and we are going to be playing these episodes for the month of July. Towards the end, when we get into August, we'll be back with our normal episodes. But for the month of July, it's going to be the Lessons of Love series. Right, Dutch?
Yep.
So that was fun. And should we tell them who's going to be a part of it? It's going to be just a surprise?
Yup.
All right, so we're not even going to tell you who's going to be on it. You guys just have to stay tuned. Okay, well, I guess I'll just tell you the episodes is going to be Dating in the Apocalypse, Taking a Leap of Faith, and Building Together. Those are going to be the episodes, and they were great, so I hope you guys do enjoy it. Probably towards the end of the month, starting August, we'll probably try to do like maybe a movie night or some type of live show, and then we get back to our regular program. So I hope you guys do stay tuned for July, and I hope you guys enjoy those interviews. Well, let's get into today's episode. This is episode 156, and the title of the show is called The Great Replacement Theory.
The Great Replacement Theory.
So, with this episode 156, The Great Replacement Theory, is actually so amazing how things work. It's very funny. Like, I have this story. So, me and Dutch, we went out the other day to dinner, and he had to go use the bathroom. So, he left me alone in the booth. And so, this white lady, she like walks up to me. I'm just like, I don't know, like when people
like the whitest lady you could think of.
It's like, when people walk up to you, you don't know what's gonna happen. Like they could probably ask you like some type of question, or sometimes people try to come up with you with their beliefs. Like I've had that happen to me before too. Like, and I be violating. The last person that did that to me, I violated the shit out of that person, because there's a cult in New York where people sit here and try to preach that the Most High is a man and a woman. They pretty much trying to preach Baphomet. And so I said that to a bitch once. I said, bitch, I don't serve Baphomet. I serve Yahweh. She's like, Baphomet? I say, yeah, bitch, because that's the only thing that has two fucking genders. And I violated the shit out of her. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to get. Like people only come to you for like a small amount of reasons. Like they want to compliment you, right? They might have to ask you for directions or help with something. Or
running down conversation.
Not in that setting. Not in that setting.
Right.
Not in that setting.
It really depends on the place and location. Me, I work with the public, so working with the public, I have to talk to people all the time just for particular reasons. But I have no problem talking to people. My grandmother, some of us probably get elders who could freaking spark a conversation with anybody in a fucking elevator or in a fucking grocery store.
Though that's a little different, especially the grocery people. When people wait online and things like that, you will have somebody whose nerves are bad and they just gotta talk to the next person, or whatever. But when you're sitting down for dinner and somebody walks up to your table,
they're normally about to ask something very particular.
So guess what she asked me, guys? Because I know y'all like, get to it. Shorty gonna come up to me and was like, and this is directly, just cut and dry. Doesn't even like, hey, how you doing? Shorty like, hey, can you tell me how I can be a better ally to black people, to black women?
Yeah, yo, listen.
You are there. You tell your perspective when you come back when you're from the bathroom.
Oh yeah, I just was in the bathroom.
You're in the bathroom. So
I'm washing my hands right now.
So I'm just like in my head, I'm like, yeah, shorty would have to come up to me when my man fucking leaves the table, right? I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I don't know where this shit gonna go. So I'm on guard because I'm like, I don't know what this conversation is gonna lead to. I don't know if I have to say some crazy shit. I don't know if this bitch about to say some crazy shit. So the first thing I said to her, I literally looked past the ass. I looked around. I said, there's mad people up in here. I said, why did you come up to me and ask me this? That's what I said to her. And she was like, oh, it's just because like you're literally right next to me in the booth, because she was sitting behind us.
Yeah. So like her reasoning for asking it was like, all right, cool. She is right there. She's the closest black person, I guess, in your proximity.
I was like,
but for me, it was like, what triggered, like out of everything going on in this very moment, what triggered her spirit to wanna ask that question? To out of everybody in here, there was other black people. Yes, other black people there. There's a lot of black people there to be real with you, kids, adults of all ages.
And you come up to me.
The realest was the closest one to the booth, because we just sit right behind them in the way the booth was set up or whatever. But like I said, for me, it was just like when she told me, I was just like, why? And like I'm used to not awkward, but I'm used to, at this point in my life, I'm used to just the wild, weird things happening when we step outside. It seems to be kind of often like regular now. It's like, and for me, I tell her it's our energy, it's our spirit. You have to accept it. You have to run with it. You have to own that shit.
So I'm on guard, and I'm like, you know what? I'm sitting here. We had a little wine at the table. I said, I'm gonna start picking up my cup and start drinking this shit, because like, where is you about to go? So I said that to her, and then she started to be like, it's just a lot going on with the whole Louisiana thing. You want to briefly explain that? Like the whole what happened with the voting, or what happened? Because I honestly don't know.
I wish I could read it word for word, but to put it in simple terms, in Louisiana's been one of the most racist states in America, next to probably North Carolina and Texas and the other southern states, to be real with you. North Carolina has a lot of racist history, come out to the KKK, etc. But Louisiana never let that shit go. I never lived in Louisiana. My family derives from Louisiana. We used to go to Louisiana almost every summer. And as I got older, started to understand the shit that I know, I still see a lot of Confederate flags out there. They still do a lot of shit very old school out there. And the black people just kind of ignore it and look past it. But for the most part, in Louisiana, what happened was, so in Louisiana, their whole city, the state is set up in parishes. It's called parishes. I think it's about 6 parishes that are separated. The same way in New York we have boroughs, they have parishes. And pretty much each parish could have, you have your leader, like your mayor. They put a law in there that prevents any black person from sitting on the chairs as the leader of their parishes, because they're very religious out there still. You know what I mean? Still follow Christian faith and things of that nature, Catholic faith or whatever it is. So whatever law they implemented just the other day, brand new law, they implemented this law that prevents any black person from sitting on a chair in them parishes. And how it worked was, in Louisiana, they had a lot of complaints for years, for decades, that let's say you had a black person who was running to be the mayor and they became the majority, the vast majority. Louisiana is 70% black. All right. This state is 70% black, 30% white, or whatever, probably 20-some% white and 5% other. I'm gonna leave it like that, right? And if the vast majority is saying, hey, let's say I want that black person to be the next leader of the parish for this particular town, Louisiana, like let's say New Orleans, that white people are rigging the votes and making sure that black person doesn't win no matter what.
All right, I don't want to spend too much time on that. I just wanted to put that in perspective because she starts to talk about that. And
that's very disturbing in 2022 that state has the power to do that. But that was the beef. Just to go back into politics, I know you don't want to sit on this, but just to go back into politics a little bit, just so you understand why certain rules and regulations that has been spread with politics over the last probably decade has been an issue. I know when Trump was around, he was more or less like, yo, I'd rather let the states have their own power to do whatever it is that each state wants to do. So Roe versus Wade, that's what it gave this. There's been other laws that's been set to allow states to do certain things and have their own rules. Like with weed laws, they let that shit fly. Each state has their own law when it comes on to weed. Roe versus Wade, now each state has their own rules and regulations when it comes on to abortion. This is a part of the issue, and this is what a lot of they want the United States to prevent these things from happening. Like, no, each state shouldn't have their own thing. It should be one vast majority rule or come around to certain topics because of shit like this. But continue.
So yeah, Shorty talks about that briefly, and then she's like, I just, try to teach my children no type of phobia, no type of xenophobia.
The fuck is the xenophobia?
I was like, I just sat here and looked at her. I said, the first thing is, if you hear some prejudice or racist stuff, if you want to be an ally, is to correct that person or to check that person. That's what I said to her. And then I also said to her was, do you have any black friends? And she was like, no. And I was like, well,
get you some.
Yeah, she was like, I guess that would make sense if I had black friends. I was like, yeah, because that would help you understand a little bit of the perspective that we have. And then lastly, I said to her is that you just have to understand your privilege. And you have to acknowledge that. And when it comes to certain situations, and she was like, I definitely do. She's like, I thank you for talking to me. Listen, guys, I'm like,
by the time I got there, as I'm walking up to the table, I see the realist. She has this look in her eye like she can't believe the conversation that she's currently in. Like, I look, I'm like, okay, this lady is saying something to her that she's never experienced before. And she's just sitting there trying to keep her, like, she wasn't mad. I could tell she wasn't upset. I could tell she was just like more like surprised, but like intrigued.
Bro, I was just like,
I'm like, why would I walk away? I come back. Why do white people always fuck?
The timing is just so perfect because we had planned to do this show, and I was like, well, y'all just gave us a little story time because I said that was wild. So Shorty was just like, oh, thank you, I appreciate it. She go back to her booth. They actually left shortly after because I was like, damn. Because when he got back to the table, I was like, don't say nothing, because Shorty's behind us.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta type.
Yeah. She typed out what happened, and like I said, it was the whitest family ever. Kids white as snow, dad white as a fucking cloud and shit, super white. And but this is every time we go out, we keep like, for me, I don't really see color. Like, I know racism exists.
Yo, I hate when people say that. That shit is cringy to me.
No, I really don't. I try not to see color with people because for me, working in retail,
just say that you accept everybody for who they are versus I don't see color. We all see everybody's phenotype. You're gonna acknowledge another black person. I see the color, but I try to treat everybody equal, like you should. Try to do the right thing. I try not to look at anybody less than the other due to the color of your fucking skin. All right, due to your exterior, and so, but lately, since every time we've been going out, we keep having these funny ass interactions with white people. Now, I'm used to having funny interactions with white people in general, but it's just funnier when every time we step out, it's like something. For me, I think it's just more of a spiritual thing. You know what I mean? Like, I think I told you on a couple episodes ago, white people just complimenting the vax war stuff all day. You know what I mean? So I was like, hey, it resonates with everybody. Yeah, but
they've actually been my biggest supporters for that outside of black people.
That was weird. And when Shorty left with her family, it became even more weird because there was another couple. So the way the booths was set up, it was like really big booths, but they were to the side, but it's like behind front. And so we were in the middle. In the front or the top was a black couple, like with their baby, and then behind was that white lady with her family.
And we was in the middle. Yeah, they had like 3 babies, and she then on her way out the door, she compliments the other couple. Your baby is so beautiful.
They had 1 baby, the black couple.
No, they had 2 babies.
No, they didn't.
1 baby girl, and then they had like 1 like.
No, they didn't.
I
seen them because I seen them push just 1 stroller with the 1 girl.
Oh, either way, I was just like, all right, And the husband, he was just like, had that smile, like,
Nah, it was weird, and the fact that she had to go out her way to compliment the black woman's child. This goes with the show, The Great Replacement Theory, because white people, there's a spirit inside them. That's why you have certain Karens. That's why you'll have bitches like her. There's a spirit inside them that know that their kingdom is falling and that it's coming to an end. We always break down how 1619, 2019, the 400 years, our curses are done. You know how poetic 2020 jump started all this shit. That's where we get the whole quarantine shut down, quote unquote coronavirus, all this crazy stuff that's happening right after our slave term. And so white people, they try to pretend like they not up on game. They be listening to these type of shows. They listen to the Hebrews. They want to sit here and pretend. They be in the corners, in the dark. They be eavesdropping. So they know what we're saying has weight and has impact because they see it before their eyes unfolding. Okay? Or they're just so caught up in the political world, like Dutch said, and they like to suck Trump's dick all the time, that whatever they say,
those suck, not Trump dick,
or the QAnon
any
people,
politician dick,
just
that they
people
on.
Whatever them type of people, if they're listening and they know that their shit is coming to an end. So you're having these spirits of the Karens, and we're going to talk about the spirit of the Karen, and you have ladies like these. How can I be an ally? How can I be a part of this? Because they know that we're coming back in power, a remnant of us. So they're fucking scared. They're scared of their history, of all the evil and the wicked shit that they've done, and they're trying to figure this out. Now, there's already Gentiles who listen to us and listen to other people who are already grafted into the branches, to the original branches, who are part of our family, who been, understand the truth, walk with us, and they're seeking and serving the Most High. You guys are excluded from everything we're about to say. But all these other people who are very wicked, who don't know the Most High, who don't know the truth about His chosen, who disrespect the chosen, which is us Hebrews, us black people, the Negroes. Okay,
it's not all of us.
Not all of us. 1/3. They,
cause you know ignorant niggas when you see some.
That's a fact. Okay, we always talk about the ignorant niggas up in here. So listen, don't be getting all up in your feelings with this episode. So I just thought it was hilarious, and I had to share that. If y'all could drop in in the comments what y'all thought about that story.
Right? And what we want y'all to do, because I think we want to say it on the end of the show, but I'll say it now. I think the best Righteous Speaks question should be right now is, What advice would you tell a white person if they was to ask you how could they become a better ally?
That's a good question.
To black woman, because her question was specific to black woman, right?
Yes.
And that right there was interesting because I think I've said on the show a few times, I have friends of other cultures and ethnicities, and even their standpoint on this classism in this country that we live in, it seems that even in their standpoint, black women might still have it the worst, at the bottom of the totem pole.
I don't think so. I think black men.
You still think black men?
Yeah, because black women are in higher positions and are elevated in certain positions that they don't put black men, and that's intentional.
Right. And then I told them that. I said, you got to watch your words because I don't think you really know. You kind of being a little ignorant, because I see black women in very high positions. Black women have helped me get into better positions because they was in higher positions.
They do that intentional because they want to keep the black man down. So that's my opinion.
But I've also took a women's history course in college, whereas I learned that women didn't have no type of rights before man. Even black men had more rights than women in general at one point in life. And again, these are all rules and regulations of following white men, and we have to let that shit go. But this is real shit. Early 1900s up to late 1950s, 60s, women that was it. After World War II, you know what I mean, they finally got rights. So, but anyway, to get into more of this
the great replacement
this theory, because it's an interesting theory.
So pretty much it's a conspiracy that claims white people are being replaced by minorities. Okay, and
I wanna
go ahead
now. I think these are the things I be saying. I feel like these are things I probably already said. I'm gonna keep saying it. There's also a video I remember watching a few years ago that I'll say by the year 2050, maybe even 2030, but I think 2050 was the year, because of all the mixed breeding and all this shit, that black people was going to be obsolete and white people was going to be obsolete, but the majority of the humans was going to be tall and light skinned. Not fully white, not fully black. Most humans, due to all the mixed breeding and all the other shit they're trying to implement, is going to be tall and light skinned. There's going to be a whole new race.
Yeah, so they pretty much try to say that the Democrats or other Western elites are using immigrations as a means to replace white people or European descent people. And they also believe this is part of the Jewish plot. So yeah, I mean, the elite, the synagogues of Satan definitely have their hand with all agendas. So, okay, whatever. And so the term actually originated from a gay French white man named Renaud Camus. I don't think I'm saying that nigga's name.
A gay nigga made up this great replacement theory.
The actual term. This theory's been around for a long time. He just actually wrote a book. Okay, the book was called The Great Replacement. It was actually in French, and he also wrote a book called You Will Not Replace Us. Okay, so he pretty much argued that Europe's white majority was being replaced by Muslim people of color, Africans, and he lived in France, so he was really talking about African immigrants, and he wants to talk about Muslims. So I find it interesting how that he mentions like the Muslims, but okay. So he talks about that. He breaks down
right there
mass immigration. He breaks down like colonization, like reverse colonization. And I'm going to actually quote some things from You Will Not Replace Us because it's very telling. This is why if you want to hide something from people, you put it in a book, right? Because he actually drops a lot of gems in it, and it's actually hilarious coming from a gay white man. So y'all keep that in mind. And he also talks about global replacism too, which is like the whole entire like body. And to me, that kind of like coincides with the New World Order in a sense. So let me just actually quote something so I can put it in perspective for you guys. Okay. So he says, stone masonry is being replaced by ferroconcrete. Concrete by plaster, marble by chip, aggregate, timber by PVC, Town and Countryside by the Universal Suburb, Earth by Cement and Tar, Seaside by Seaside Resorts, Mountains by Ski Resorts and Ski Lifts, Paths by Hiking Trails, Nature by Land Use, Planning and Expectation of Economic Spinoffs, Real People by B&B Hosts, Clients by Friends, Friends by Clients, Culture by Entertainment, and the Leisure Industry, Exercise by Sport, Sport by the Olympic Games by Big Businesses, Businesses by Corruption, Corruption by Doping, Literature by Journalism, Journalism by Information.
Now
pay attention. Hold on.
Hold on.
Okay.
What he said was facts. All right. I appreciate the breakdown from beginning to end of what he said is being replaced by what he's not. That's not a joke when I really think about it. What was you about to say?
I gotta keep going. It's getting good. So last thing I said, journalism by information, news by fake news.
Yes.
Truth by fallacy. Last name by first name. Last name and first name by pseudo-isms. What's that shit? Pseudo. You know what I'm talking about? All this. I am a they. I'm a fucking.
Yes.
That's what he means by that, right?
Mm-hmm.
All that shit. Okay. Then he goes into intimacy by familiarity. Hearts by artificial hearts. Every part of the body by spare parts. History by ideology.
Yes.
The destiny of nations by plain politics. Politics by economics. Economics by finance. The experience of looking and living by sociology. Sorrow by statistics. Residents by tourists. Natives by non-natives. Europeans by Africans. White Anglo-Saxons by Afro-Americans and Latinos. Mothers by surrogate mothers. Men by women. Women by inflatable dolls. Men and women by robots. Robots by robot-like humans. People by other peoples and communities. Humanity by post-humanity. Humanism by transhumanism. Man by undifferentiated human matter. Go ahead, Dutch.
I mean, again, he didn't say anything incorrect. This is what it is. And I want to bring it back to the very first thing. Can you repeat the very first thing you said with the masonry?
Stone masonry is being replaced by ferroconcrete.
Okay. Now, he brought it way back to just the beginning of what people use to build things. And the Masons, their whole theory was, build things brick by brick, right? Now, but simply material wise, he's talking about the earthly materials or whatever they used to make bricks was replaced by what? He said cement, right?
Say that again.
Read what you said. The stone masonry was replaced by
ferroconcrete.
Concrete was replaced by
plaster. Okay. Marble by chip aggregate. Timber by PVC.
All right. So these things are he's saying these things that were natural are being replaced by things that are man-made. Everything that was natural is being replaced by things that are man-made. He broke it down to the mountains. The mountains that we used to rock climb are being replaced by what? Ski lifts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The beautiful sea is being replaced by resorts, et cetera, et cetera. And he just goes getting deeper and deeper, and he finally got down to the human body. Hearts being replaced by fake hearts. This being replaced by that. Then he just starts getting a little racist. White people being replaced by black people being replaced by this, that, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then he gets into women. This is coming from a gay white man, LGBTQRS. Okay, he said men by women.
Yes.
All right, and then he says women by inflatable fucking dolls.
Yes.
Okay, and he said men and women by robots.
Yes.
All right, then he talks about humanism by transhumanism.
Yes.
So
and the humanism, what it is to be human versus what it is to be what a transhuman is. And that's not a tranny. Transhumanism is being just subjected and controlled by media. He said news is being replaced by fake news. He said journalism is being replaced by information.
Yeah, news by fake news, truth by fallacy. But the whole transhumanism, that's not something that he's saying figuratively. He's being literal when he's saying
right. But it could be taken literal or figuratively. But like, literally, look what you have in front of you. Woman of the Year in 2020 was fucking Bruce Jenner. Imagine, like, this thing about the mindset of what that image projected to the world for people who gave a fuck about that shit. Woman of the Year, all the women in the world. You want something that's your choice? You know what I mean? That's what you're projecting to the world. The lie, the man being replaced by a woman being replaced by a man. He's not lying. Now, granted, do I want to be entertaining with some nigga who's getting his booty profiled? What gotta say? Not really, but
that's truth.
But I'm not going to kill the messenger. I'm gonna accept the message. You know what I mean? Because what he's saying is facts, guys.
And so when it comes down to this whole great replacement, that's facts too, though. Like, I'm sorry, like, honestly, your rulership is over. Swallow the fucking pill and move on.
Now let's pause to pump a break. Now the issue, a part of this great replacement theory with this Roe versus Wade thing, white people were jacking because they want to help build white people back up, and they don't want them to be the vast majority. They want more white people. They want people to stop having abortions. Now, when I started doing my notes, believe it or not, if you want, give me a percentage of how abortions by race. What percentage out of 100 do you think black people have babies? Have abortions?
I think that it's probably less because
you give me a percentage. Less than what, 50?
I can't give you a percentage. I know that it's probably less than white people because white people, is it black? Okay, we are taught that black people are getting it done more.
We think that because what we see in our reality from people who fuck with you fuck with your black people, you in the culture, you in the hood. We see a Planned Parenthood in the hood all the time. You know what I mean? So that's what we see. It's not true. 37% of black women and white women, they're even, have the same amount of abortions. That other percentage, it's just the other. It might be a few Puerto Rican here, maybe an Asian here or there, whatever, Mexican here or there, but they don't really play that in their culture. All right, you see a lot of Spanish people have babies regular. All right, black and white women neck and neck, 37% each, even on abortions. And it's not, and I already told you some other statistics of that's a big number when it's only supposed to be, according to Google, 13 to 15% of us that is a part of this whole population in America. So to have 15% of black people in America, all right, and that's like a good million if you do the whole, like, it's a billion people, whatever, you did the math. To have 37% of y'all having abortions, and then it's still got another 70% of us is in jail, it's a crazy ass number.
Well, that's all done with intent. That's the design of everything. We broke that down on the other show too when we talked about the law. All right, so we already talked about Margaret Sanger. We're not doing that. If you're new here, we've done episodes dedicated to this shit, so you got to go back into the archives and listen to these episodes that go into further detail. But as far as like the stats, yeah, that's what's been going on social media. That's what people are saying because of the Roe v. Wade overturn. It's because of the stats on white population. So it definitely coincides with the great replacement theory. Okay, according to national censuses, white Americans, white Canadians, white Brazilians, white people in the UK are declining. Okay, the white population has fell below 60%. All right. Remember when 2020, when they was going around with doing a little evil census? That's evil. Read your Bibles. You would understand why. All right. They are saying that white Americans are dying faster than they are being born. So that's why they overturned it.
Dying faster than they're being born because they're having just as much as abortions as everybody else. But you're not going to hear about that. Remember I was saying, we don't hear about the issues in the white community. But if you talk to white people, you will hear them talk. The same way we say, she said, how can I be a better ally? You said, get some friends and listen. I've always been, not going to say an ally of the white community, but I have white friends. I listen to the issues that they have. They in the same fucking issues that we have in a way. They go through mentally the same bullshit. And it's even worse. They might have the dad that went gay, the auntie, uncle that's fucking each other. This, that, and all kind of wicked shit is going on within their shit. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the evil ass bloodline. But the entire white demographic decline has been statistically observed for years. Okay, in the U.S., more than 80% were white in 1950, and now they expect that to be about 60% by 2050. I mean, 60% by 2050. So they estimate a severe drop. All right. So, and all the different politicians and other people have been reporting this shit, right? They've been reporting it. And so I find it kind of funny because you have all these people freaking out about it. It's just like, damn, y'all so damn wicked. Y'all so comfortable. The throne is not yours anymore. Okay, and the only reason why you had the throne or any other fucking nation had the throne is because we fucked up. We were always at the top. And I'm sorry that this makes people uncomfortable. I didn't fucking make the game or the rules. I'm just in it, right? I always try to compare our life to The Sims or a simulation. We can't control. A lot of niggas are just NPCs. A lot of y'all are just fucking non-playable characters. Y'all have no essence. Y'all has y'all walking around sleeping. It's in the scriptures. If you open up your fucking books and read, Yah says he's not working with everybody. Yah says in the book of Jubilees, I believe that he says every other nation, I appointed evil fucking spirits to lead them astray. But for y'all, I wanted y'all. I needed y'all. Y'all are my chosen. Okay, you are under my rulership. All the other nations, he pretty much said, I don't give a fuck about. And I know that that's some crazy shit, but if you actually read, you will understand the truth. That's why they go so hard to distort history, right? They sit here and replace news with fake news. They try to cover up truth with fallacy. They twist the actual history books, right? History, quote unquote, written by the winners. People can't understand or fathom that shit.
I actually had that question before in I don't know how many episodes ago.
That was a very long time ago.
Who writes history, the winners or the losers? And most niggas said the winners. Does it make the winner the truth? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, just everything has been a lie. And like I said, a lot of people are just NPCs. So, you know, it's just certain people are here to elevate the main characters. In every fucking movie, you're not going to have a main character. I'm sorry. You're going to have the stars and you're going to have supporting. And so some people, you're only here to support for higher purposes of other people. And some of y'all are here just to be NPCs, literally. You're just breathing. You might have some type of thing. That's the problem. People don't know how to play.
The NPC.
There's NPCs is all the fucking Walking Dead, the sheeple. Y'all fucking NPCs.
You need NPCs. I say that because, like, this little corny example, but in Fortnite, you play the game, you got NPCs in the game that you can hire to run around with you. The NPC, he's the distraction while you shooting the niggas you need to shoot. You understand?
No, that's a fact. No, that's a great example. Another example with the Matrix. Everybody who is just in the Matrix, they're all NPCs. But the niggas who are outside of the Matrix, they have another purpose, right? They have a way higher spiritual purpose. So even with the evil people who are aware of this truth too, but they decided to serve Satan, they have a purpose too. So we're elevated above all these other fucking sheeple. If you understand what Satan's about and you understand the kingdom of darkness and you decided to go that route, I said it before, I'm gonna say it again, I'm gonna stay to it. I respect you over the fucking lukewarm or the fucking sheeple because you made your fucking choice. Now your choice is stupid as fuck, but you made your choice, and we are main players versus everybody else who are fucking NPCs. Even with the Sims, now NPCs, they have the opportunity to decide which direction they're going to go. Okay, with the Sims, you can sit here and have a friendship with an NPC, and you know, if you build up a friendship or even a romance, you could eventually, you know, actually have control over that character if you decide that character to move in with you. So there's a possibility for an NPC to be a main player. But
I mean, remember Spy Kids? They had NPCs and Spy Kids, and certain NPCs helped them out along the way.
Yeah,
that's just their job. Right, that was the job. So sometimes Allow the NPC to be an NPC. If you are a supporting role, be a supporting role to the main character who has the bigger message to spread.
No, that's a fact. And so people can't understand that. You know, people are like, oh, if there's the Most High, if there's a Heavenly Father, why are certain things happening? Because this is just a life. It's supposed to happen. We need to get out of our human fucking mind. We're never going to be able to understand the Most High. How could we? We are the fucking creation. He is the creator. What is the scriptures about the actual clay to the potter? Are y'all retarded? That's the problem with people. But going back to this actual book, you know, You Will Not Replace Us, he actually talks about equality. Okay, he believes equality in nothing. He said, if men were equals, life would not be worth living. He said men are only equals before the law, and that's not even facts. And if this is what the law has decided, I definitely disagree with that. But I could understand him talking about nobody has equalities. There's no equality in anything because what I just said, y'all definitely just chose a specific group of people to give this covenant to have this type of royalty, and we didn't decide that shit. It's just what it is. Okay, other Gentile people could be grafted into this. Okay, but at the end of the day, this entire thing was meant to us. We are the original human beings. Okay, we didn't sit here and make the fucking rule book. This is just what it is. When y'all had us down and out and we didn't know who the fuck we were and we were serving a white image of fucking Jesus, we never questioned that shit. But as soon as we come into the actual truth of the matter, y'all hate it. But it was okay with us to accept all the white lies and the whitewashing of the Bible, right? Like, what do you think about his statement talking about there's no equality in anything? He said equality, I'm going to break down something else he says. He said equality between parents and children has destroyed the family. And I think that's a great fucking point, because if you have fucking parents who try to have their children at the same fucking level as them, as if they're friends, them fucking children are out of control. And then he says, you know, there's no equality between teachers and pupils. That's a fact, because if you're a teacher, how is a student on your fucking level? They're not.
I mean, there shouldn't be an quote unquote equality among students and teachers.
But that's what his point is, saying that there is no equality in a lot of things, and that's the facts.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at the civil rights movement.
No, but I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying, like, in general, like, even what he just broke down between parents and children, or teachers and good students. And he even says, even like good students versus bad students, there shouldn't be no equal treatment of somebody who is good versus bad. That even sings with the good versus evil. So, like, there is no equality. So I understand that, but he even says, like, if everybody was equal, life would not be worth living. What do you think about that statement? That's a crazy statement. Of course, this man is talking from a gay white supremacist mindset.
I can't like jack everything he's saying, but if everybody was equal, life wouldn't be worth living. I mean, why wouldn't it be?
But the thing is, though, life was. But we weren't, because our people was always elevated above anybody else. So it's always been like this shit. It's just that we fucked up and we had to get punished, and so we got below. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't know. People gonna take this shit and they're gonna be like, this is crazy.
But going back into this great replacement theory, because they feel like they're the great replacement. So what is the great replacement? Did we ever?
I did say that.
The great replacement is just them just feeling like they're not about to be the quote unquote majority no more. Not that they're being extinct or wiped out of society.
Yeah, they believe that too. They believe that that's what it is.
And if you're not the majority, genocide. You don't have the power.
They don't want to lose their power. They don't want to.
So again, so if you want, and then I mean, I feel like I might be somewhat repeating myself. I apologize if I am. They feel like they're going to lose their power. So then I go back to that Louisiana shit. All right, how they make sure that nobody black can even have power in their states. All right, because they really feel like they're going to lose their power, and then they stopping the abortion because they want to make more white people so they could be the quote unquote majority again. All right, I mean, what is the rule? Is there like a subtle rule of the majority rules or something?
No, that's not it. It's the spiritual thing. It's not surface level. This is all.
Okay, good.
They all notice this shit.
And that's what I was trying to get. It's not because if the majority ruled, most things would have been going a certain way if majority quote unquote rule.
They don't have control over this because Yah's in control of everything. Even Satan has to carry out whatever Yah wants him to do. So that's the issue, that they know that they can't have this control anymore. Because like you said, if we wanted to keep it on the surface level, y'all are still the fucking majority. So y'all could still do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. But they can't. Because spiritually they can't do it anymore.
So in this experience that we're going through in life, it's for those who are woke, I know it's a spiritual experience. It's deeper than the surface. Do not let the surface taint you. Don't let the surface bother you and make you feel away. All the shit that man is saying, surface level shit, you know what I mean? But spiritually, you know, it's got real.
Yeah, so the Great Replacement even kind of coincides with the whole Civil War in a sense too, as far as like the race wars and stuff, because white people, they out here really preparing for that shit. Okay, best believe these racist ass fucking white supremacists, they already have this in their mind. They're paranoid as fuck. Like, damn, okay, we are no longer going to be in rulership. They think that we're going to come back and put they fucking asses in slavery. That's what they're in fear of. They're in fear of the recompense. The recompense is coming their fucking way. We're not going to do it. Yah's going to do it to them, but the recompensing is coming their way.
In my opinion, I don't think they might be somewhat in fear, but all they're going to do is do what they've been doing, which is put a black leader in front of you to lead you down the wrong path.
I don't think they're going to do that at all.
I think they will. They've been doing that for years.
I don't think they're going to do that.
I think that's what they're going to do. I mean, I ain't gonna bet nothing on it, but I'm pretty strong in that, and I say that because I always want to remind you that in history, black people have set up other black people for failure all the time for white people. All the time. All right? Whether it be consciously or unconsciously or blatantly. Like, that's why we have the characters like Uncle Ruckus in the Boondocks. All right? Even when you was watching Dave Chappelle not so long ago and he was showing how he was blind, and he thought that he was a part of the KKK all his life, even though he was a blind dude. And then he realized he was black. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of black people like that.
I'm not saying that, but what you're saying, I don't understand what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that I feel like in order to get their agenda off, it's not going to be some blatant shit that's going to happen surface level. I feel like they're going to put a black leader in front of us. It's going to sway people to just another. It's going to sway people away. That's going to.
We're not talking about
open up a door for white folks to get back to where it is that they're trying to get, I guess.
They're not getting back to nothing. It's all going downhill for them. Even the fucking politics say it. So there's no going back up. So I don't know what you're talking about. They're going downhill regardless if they like it. That's prophesized.
I got you. It's already written.
It's already written. So with the Civil War, the guy actually mentions it in the book too. He already talks about, you know, this is being conjured up. And it's very interesting, you know, when you sit here and you read these people's perspectives on these things. It's very funny. That's honestly how I feel. But he also just mentions like the globalists, as far as them, like I said, corrupting the educational system, teaching people into just mass oblivion. He also talks about the mass imbecilization complex, which I found that to be funny. This is a made up term, but pretty much making the NPCs or the imbeciles. And then drug usage, right? They always love to push the drugs too. So if you have that, that's the master formula for people who are not conscious or aware of the truth. All right. So let's tie in these recent mass shootings to this Great Replacement theory. Now, we talked about how there was a mass shooting at Top Supermarket in Buffalo, New York, and this is actually connected to the Great Replacement theory, along with other past shootings in the last decade. So he actually had documents linked to him, and it said that the white race is in jeopardy. Okay, so out of panic, he decided to select the blackest area near him and start killing black people. That's what happened.
It's crazy.
That's what happened. And then in 2019, there was a church shooter. Same thing. He killed 51 people. It was off of the Great Replacement Theory. All right. In 2018, there was another shooter at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh. Same thing. All right. There was a whole bunch of different shootings that were all linked to the Great Replacement Theory. So that ties into it as well. Like I said, it goes back to white paranoia. It goes back to it. If y'all don't understand the scriptures, y'all go and y'all read the book of Jeremiah and y'all start at chapter 16. Okay. It says, and first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land and have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. White people are responsible for all the wickedness and all the shit that we see. It's just pure evil. So they have to get it. You think that we were going to go through 400 years and y'all were going to get off scotch-free for all the fucking wickedness that you've done to y'all's land and to everything? No, you're not. Okay. This is prophesied. This is written that Gentiles are going to go back into slavery. And the book of Revelations talks about it. It talks about 1,000 years in Satan. So y'all have to go and read for yourselves and study. That's what you have to fucking do.
You just gotta let it go down and let it be as is, you know, like 400 years of karma for a whole, what's the word I'm thinking of? For the whole, like, generations to come and say generational curses, like, which I thought y'all generational curses was gonna catch up to y'all.
Yeah, like they thought they was just gonna be fucking forever, I guess, and whatever they have going. But like I said, the spirit of paranoia and the fear of the truth, that comes out of the spirit of Karens, right? Karens emerged in these last couple of years, right?
You said Karens have merged?
Karens emerged.
Oh, emerged, yes.
There's always been Karens.
Yeah.
There's always been white women lying on black men and doing, you know, heinous things and playing victims.
Even currently right now in North Carolina, they was actually they are doing a rally out right now. The lady who lied on Emmett Till, I know the bitch is still alive.
Caroline Bryant. No, she's not. She's dead.
I could have sworn she was dead, but they claim, I guess, she's dead already, but they claim that they were still rallying out there because they want, like, justice for that. You know what I mean?
She's dead. Okay, so yeah,
but she got to die, and that was it. Like, nothing happened to her. Everyone, they throwing niggas. Like, I know what it was. Black people was being so triggered and upset. Like, well, y'all won't give R. Kelly 30 years, and y'all won't do this, that, and a third. When this bitch lied on a nigga and got to live her life.
So what? The bitch is suffering now? That you think they're
for
dead?
Eternity.
Yeah, I mean, but the bitch is suffering now. I hate when we compare. We already know that this shit is set up and it's by design. Like I said before in our last show about the law, it's by design that we are not going to have these type of rights because we're not considered citizens on their books. So this demonic spirit, it's been toying with the minds of fucking white women. I thought I was going to have a Karen, to be honest, when that bitch approached me. I didn't know what was coming. I said, oh, it's going to be fucking
honestly,
interesting.
the way her arms was folded, I thought we was about to pop on her.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I got to pop on a bitch today or what.
I'm like, she about to pop on her?
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know. Cause
I ain't like popping on nobody.
I was like, is this going to be a spirit of Karen? But no, this spirit comes from the fear of the replacement. It comes from the fear of being enslaved. It comes from the fear of recompensing. And unfortunately, all of this is going to happen, but it's not going to be through us, white people. We are not going to do this to you. It's just going to happen.
It's not black people going.
We're not going
black
to
people
do
don't have an agenda to do shit to you.
It's not.
I don't know when y'all gonna get that. You know, people always complain, oh, black people always letting white people in the cookout. Cause you know what? We never really had nothing against y'all niggas. Y'all had everything against us. We never gave a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly true. That's why they try to do everything to have us start the war, but it's not going through us because y'all can sit here and do your orchestrations of a fucking George Floyd with a nigga's knee on their fucking neck. You could do every type of theatrical shit you could think of, and it's still not going to start from us. So try again.
Like, we be peeping everybody. Oh, they're trying to start a race.
They want us to get angry, and for us to start it is clearly, if that George Floyd debacle shit didn't happen, I don't know why they think that it's gonna happen from us. It's just not. Okay, so you have these Karens who are clinging on to their fragile white woman distress, and that's why you have multiple videos of these bitches acting crazy. You could be at the cookout, at a barbecue, here come this bitch. Oh, why are you out here? Do you have a permit?
Do you have a permit? Listen, and according to the Karens, there's white people who don't fuck with Karens either. You know what I mean? I've seen a video. There's a guy he has a what kind of dog is it that supports you? You know, the dogs that you could have if you're blind or something, right? And the guy had his dog in the Walmart or whatever. He's doing his business, doing his little food shopping, getting his little shopping on, and he hears the Karen in the back, you know, saying, you know, over and over again, I hate that dogs in the supermarket. Dog shouldn't be in the supermarket. No matter if the dog's a service dog, you know what I mean? He puts his GoPro camera on. He has a GoPro camera on the dog. He puts the GoPro camera on because the Karen bitch starts complaining about the dog, and then she says, oh, your dog is growling on me. The dog ain't do shit. The dog is sitting there just looking at the bitch. You know what I mean? And she's just reaching for something. So I just want to throw that out there because...
Yeah, I mean, the Karens, they mess with a lot of people. And there's a lot of white people who will call out the Karens.
Right. And that's why you said for the lady, you know, hey, you want to be allies, call out your people when they're doing bullshit.
That's the only thing I can say to her, because I didn't know where Shorty was going to go with this shit. I was like, this is some crazy shit. I was like, I didn't know what was going to come out of that damn conversation.
Also, within this great replacement theory, in my own opinion, you know, you black niggas who hate your kind, and this has been going on. It's been going on since slavery days. It's nothing new. All right? Nothing new at all. For those who ever seen that movie with Eddie Murphy, and he was in, he played a slave. I don't know what movie I'm talking about.
Nah.
I forgot what movie it was, but Eddie Murphy and these two other black actors, they played slaves. And in the movie, it's a funny movie, but in the movie, the slave owner's daughter gets knocked up and she has a baby. The baby comes out caramel. He already knows this bitch had got knocked up by one of the slaves. You know what I mean? Nothing you could do about it. I'm saying that to let you know how long this crossbreeding shit's been going on. All right? Y'all niggas keep on doing this, that great replacement theory will definitely take its place, and it's going to be bad on black and white people. Ain't gonna be no black people, because my great replacement theory is worried about us. All right, I ain't gonna give a fuck about them. They feel like they going out of style, they going out of business. So be it. I'd rather a world full of my people. All right, but we're not going to be the vast majority either. We keep on mixing.
We're not even the vast majority, because it's only 1/3 of us that's going to get back to it anyway.
So only 1/3 of us is going to keep on making babies with our 1/3 of women who understand each other. Not you niggas who are black as night and everything, with all your beautiful African features or Hebrew features that you have, and y'all want to go stick your dicks in these white girls and knock them up because you don't love yourself. Not you niggas. We ain't talking to you. You black women too who think y'all woke. Y'all be sucking white man pee-pee. I see y'all out there. I tell her all that. I tell girls all the time. Just because Shorty wearing some little African wood earrings and she got locks don't mean nothing at all. I see a lot of men right now, black men, saying, yo, our black queens, our Nubian queens that we love and adore are chasing white boys.
Man,
they are. I see it from my own eyes.
Y'all all chasing fucking other, okay? But since we talking about this topic,
but that's going to lead that great replacement theory to the way y'all the way it's going to go down. The way I've already told you, 2050, quiet. Everybody going to be light skinned and tall. White people afraid ain't gonna be no more white. Black people afraid ain't gonna be no more black.
Some of it ain't even just fucking black people chasing. To tie it back into the replacement, you have white people, bitches like, oh, how can I be a black ally, who take it to the max, like, oh, I really do know that the seed of that Hebrew man is royal, so I want to sit here and go after him. Or you have them that try to infiltrate into our bloodline.
There was a video about that. There was a video. White lady said straight up, I want black kids. I want to have black kids so my kids don't have to suffer from sunburns.
Oh, well, I'm gonna get into all this shit. I'm gonna get into this DNA percentage shit, all right? But you have a lot of black people who no longer cling on to the 1-drop rule, so that's great.
What's that?
You know the 1-drop rule, that if you have any fucking drop of fucking blood that you're black. I wanna like talk about this because a lot of people are fed up with that. You have all these fucking mixed race people who are clinging on to a small percentage of blackness that they fucking may or may not have, and I'm gonna get into these ancestral DNA percentages to dispute all this. Oh, well, we're all mixed up. No, the fuck we're not. They lied to you. That's another fucking agenda. I'm going to dismantle that shit. Give me a second, okay? But a lot of black people are now, letting go of that shit. We're not inviting everybody to the cookout anymore. We're not going to sit here and accept people who do not look like original to be at the forefront of us in our spaces, and that's what a lot of people are not for anymore, okay? Because they always put, especially more so with women, they always put a mixed fucking bitch at the forefront of what a black woman, should be getting. Oh, if there's some type of acknowledgement, there's some type of fucking award, they're gonna give it to some type of mixed race bitch and not an original black woman.
Nah, real shit. There's there's those who surface level. Y'all could look at y'all little rappers. Know what I mean? There's a group of rap bitches out right now, and they put the light skinned one on the pedestal when they know the dark skinned bitch could out rap the light skinned one any day of the week, but because she light skinned, they put her on the pedestal.
And then you even have people who are just not black at all, and they just black fishing. Y'all heard that term when it comes to the modern day blackface, where you have the Rachel Dolezals and the white bitch with the fake titties who are taking melatonin shots that are trying to desperately beat us because they know their people are fucked up and they want that damn covenant, but that shit was not for you, okay? So you have the Kardashians and all these other people who want to make themselves appear black. They want the black features. Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody wants to be a fucking nigga. All right, that's what you have with that. Okay, so to get back to the DNA percentages, then we're gonna wrap this show real quick. So I know y'all seen them videos floating around with them rich billionaires who have been, paying black women for their eggs, right? Rich billionaires have been kidnapping black people, black women for centuries. Jordan Peele exposed that shit with Get Out. They like to say here, men and women. But lately, they've been taking a lot of black women, and it's mainly for that egg. So we're going to tie into this abortion shit too, okay? So there's a billionaire called Peter Nygard, all right? He has been investing a lot in SCNT tech, and what it is he's taking the eggs of black women, taking out the nucleus and replacing it with their white man's DNA. This is a quote directly from that video that's been circulating on social media. This nigga said, genetic greatness that we don't see from any other race and any other planet. He's talking to black women. He is saying black women, with your bodies, with everything about you, is genetic fucking greatness that we don't see from anybody else. And he goes on to say, and we want some of that. He said, and we want some of that. And then they go on to say, if you have an abortion, that is very valuable. It should not go to waste. It's life for somebody else. These white people, that whole Get Out shit, I want your eyes. All that shit is real, okay? And you have it on fucking camera. So I bring that up to talk about this DNA stuff because I want to dead this whole DNA testing shit. I want to dead this, our bloodline somewhere mixed up because they have been raping it. Y'all's been ahead of the game. Y'all give man too much power. They've been trying to destroy us forever. They've been trying to get rid of our royal bloodline. They've been trying to pollute our royal bloodline forever. You thought that the raping of the women was going to pollute us so that we would no longer have our fucking royal heritage? You fucking thought wrong, okay? Now, DNA test can't tell you your fucking race, right? DNA test can't tell you your race. Actually, when you get into your DNA, you don't inherit shit past the fucking 5th generation. I said this shit before. Really, your first 4 generations is what makes you who you are. I don't give a fuck if somewhere in your fucking 8th or 9th generation you have somebody white in your fucking family or your bloodline. That shit does not go into your actual DNA, okay? And this is actually science. So if you niggas want to go and research it, which I actually encourage you to do, I'm going to sit here and do that. So your ancestors' DNA is not detectable at 5, 6, or 7 generations. It was lost, okay? Your parents, you get 50%. Your grandparents, you get 25%. Your great-grandparents, 12.5%. And every time you keep going on, less and less of that fucking other generation is actually in you. So I just wanted to dead that shit, and I want you guys to actually look that up. And it's on books that DNA tests cannot tell you who you are. It's only for an agenda. All right. There's an entire episode of American Dad. It's episode 15, and they talk about this. All right. Steve, he wanted to know where they come from. There was some type of cultural thing in school. So he steals his father's DNA, right?
And he finds that got some black in him.
No, that's not what happened. He steals his father's DNA, and they tell him that they're 100% Canadian, right?
Oh yeah.
So then he just goes.
Canadian.
No, Steve that starts acting Canadian. Stan didn't want no parts of this. Stan did not want Steve to take his DNA.
He's like, no, we are American.
He didn't care about that shit.
Right.
So there's a Canadian that came. It's like, hey, I'm looking for Stan Smith. I want to take you to your relatives in Canada.
Yeah.
And Stan, he didn't give a fuck about that. So Steve goes, and then Stan had to go and find Steve.
Yeah.
So he finds them, which is quote unquote their relatives. Come to find out, these niggas actually end up getting drugged. And what the whole purpose was this war is to harvest their fucking organs because they was looking for donors for their rich billionaire clientele, and they say that blatantly in that episode. So going back to what I said about them rich billionaires that's after the black woman's womb, all you thoughts that get them abortions, you think they just throwing that shit away? We already told you they distribute that shit in the food, in the fucking vaccines, in the makeup products, the care products. They also take that shit to sit here and infiltrate their nasty fucking corrupt Satan Nephilim fucking DNA into the original blackness, okay? The original Hebrewness. And they want to sit here and create their own fucking thing that will change them. That will put them genetically close to us or above us. So keep playing them stupid ass games, okay? When you want to learn your history, you have to sit here and seek out context. You have to draw your lines to your ancestors. You have to determine. I can sit here and trace back my people. I sit here and know my grandfather's birth certificate and all that shit say my people come from fucking North Carolina, okay? And on my other side, fucking Georgia. I can trace that shit back. They can be traced back to the fucking slave ships. All right, you don't sit here and you give your fucking DNA out because all you're doing is putting a target on your back. Because if you're a match for somebody, they are gonna harvest you. And I'm sure there was probably a lot of black women who sent their fucking DNA test in and probably did end up in that Stan and Steve Smith situation. Okay, so I just wanted to dead that whole shit that, we all had something mixed up in our lineage. Stop relying on them dumbass, stupid ass DNA tests that can't tell you shit. That's on books that says that they can't tell you shit to tell you that you're 80% this and 20% that. That's a fucking lie. And all them fucking generations back, that shit get deaded. Because if they could, they would have been. If they could, they would have been actually wiped us the fuck out. Okay? But Yah has a select remnant that he is preserving. Everybody else who's all mixed up and shit and what Dutch said as far as people going to be mixed up, that is not including the actual original preservation of his remnant. So I just had to make that damn point. And I hope I made one.
No, you definitely did. You know what I mean?
So and I had to say that.
Yeah. You know, hey man, you know, when she mentioned American Dad, just don't let them cartoons, because these cartoons are prominent, like Family Guy and American Dad and Simpsons and Boondocks and shit like that. Them cartoons, they're made to tell the truth. They have to tell the truth. And the reason why it's such a popular cartoon is because they tell the truth in such a beautiful fashion with the art that people just think it's just it's an episode and it goes over their head. You know what I mean? Like even when they use Roger as the alien, but he's not just an alien. He always turns into certain characters, like real characters in real life. He always implemented real life people's message. They might be real aliens. All right.
So just to sum it up with the whole great replacement theory, the remnant of Hebrews are going to be back on the throne. All right. There's countless scriptures that talk about Israel's restoration. And it just is what it is. The throne is ours, okay? And I will leave you guys with Amos 9:14-15. I will bring my exiled people of Israel back from distant lands, and they will rebuild their ruined cities and live in them again. They will plant vineyards and gardens. They will eat their crops and drink their wine. I will firmly plant them there in their own land. They will never again be uprooted from the land I have given them. So at the end of the day, either you gonna be with us or against us, but you ain't gonna fuck with the 1/3. So good luck with that. You know, all you paranoid white people with this whole great replacement conspiracy. No, the great replacement is truth, nigga. Your reign is over. Just take the pill, swallow it. So that's all I got to say.
All right,
I'm gonna play The Righteous Speaks. Everybody, peace out. Barakatha. Shalom, family. For this week's The Righteous Speaks question is, do you know your purpose? Has Yah revealed to you the purpose that he wants out of your life? And if so, it would be amazing if you could share your testimony to help other people. Thank you so much, Barakatha.
When you hear about opioid overdoses, you probably don't realize half of the nation's overdoses happen in the exact same spot. It's happening right at home. Georgians are accidentally dying in their own homes because people don't understand the dangers of taking an oxy or perk for sleep, stress, or with a glass of alcohol. Learn how to protect your family from opioid overdose at opioidresponse.info. This message is brought to you by Georgia DBHDD.
Virginia is for eaters and drinkers, all kinds of eaters and drinkers, for oyster shuckers and slurpers. Winery samplers are all-day wine drinkers, brewery hoppers and distillery sippers, for those who order grits and those who order cheese grits. We all know what the right way to order is. For barbecue triers who turn into finger lickers and meat off the bone suckers. All right, all this talk of food is making me hungry. I gotta go get some mac and cheese. Like I was saying, Virginia is for all sorts of food lovers, so come love it for yourself.
Shalom to everyone, and to everyone, shalom. This is Warrior, and my purpose in life.
Tempur-Breeze mattresses make sleep feel cool. And that's why Tempur-Pedic has been ranked #1 in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power 3 years in a row. For a limited time, save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses now at Macy's.
Well, yeah, my purpose in life, my calling, had many, but the main three that stood out is being a messenger, being a teacher, and being a gatherer. I have put out Yah's message through my poetry, through statuses on both Facebook and Instagram. And it has done wonders for my life. It has increased my spirituality and my ruach in Yah far beyond what I think that can happen. I've lost friends and families through the midst of things. Being a messenger of Yah has also allowed me to go through some hardship. But doing that, I've also been able to gather wonderful people in Yah, and we've spoke, we've teamed up, we've done projects, we've continued to help each other. I've taught many of things to many of people with nothing in return but just, just love and hope that it will push them further. But for the most part, it's definitely a messenger. I've always helped. I've always told. I always taught. I always make sure I brought people together in Yah to pretty much go forward. And I enjoy doing that. I enjoy being like in the back seat, just helping people. I really enjoy helping people. Half the time, most of the time, I don't even want credit. I just want you to be happy with Yah. I enjoy doing my part of setting up a platform or some type of service that will help you get you closer to Yah. That's my dream. Build up something, teach it to people, give it to people, and then let them blossom. Sharing the wealth of knowledge.
Audio Jungle.